cycling through that.
All right, everybody.
Oh, yeah, it might be.
We're here. We're trying to get my magic item figured out. So welcome to the stream. Let me introduce your DM. That is, and then he'll take over because I don't know. I'm apparently unable to even speak at this point. But this is the Friday night show, Dungeon of the Mad Mage. If you're watching in Twitch, you will be able to use your Twitch XP tonight. If you're watching on YouTube later, hit that subscribe button and smash that ring bell. I said it all wrong. Anyway, your host and DM tonight is Joe Numbers. Take it away, sir.
Good evening, everyone. This is Joe Numbers, aka nope, other way around. Fuck it, I'm done. Sling, introduction.
You
still with us? You're us. Start us off.
Oh, sorry, I broke up. Sling, playing Sling. He's a wizard fighter, and I'm gonna try to keep Liz alive.
Good fucking luck, Stacy.
Jesus.
Hey guys,
Christ.
it's Sherry Fate. I am still alive with Stacy, my half-orc fighter. That's it. I don't really feel like doing much of a long
That's
thing.
kind of the consensus. Nola.
Hi, everybody. I'm CJ, and I'm playing Nola Vale, who is a Wood Elf laser monk. And I'm the reason everyone's alive. You're welcome.
Voila.
This is Zelikar playing Walla, Tiefling Warlock, and he might be right. I mean, he did kick some butt last week.
This time I'm the one that gets it correct. She, Liz.
Yeah.
All right, Rob Toohey playing my third character in this campaign. Everyone else is level 8. I'm level 1, but it's okay because after 17 weeks we're on level 3, so it's no big deal. It is going to be a druid. It is a lizard folk that looks like this, what you see on your screen. And I'm haven't even been a member of the group yet. They haven't even invited me, so I might just be wandering down the streets of the city alone, and you might never hear from me.
So, rather dejectedly, you march your asses back up top after slogging your way through quite a few drow and some of the drow's town mates, you might say. Had a large battle, fireball brought in the rest of the town to combat everyone, and that's how shit went down. After the battle, you guys skedaddled up, but you were one party member less. Some other guy died.
Did we add his name to that plaque in the
Yes,
okay.
it's in the thingy.
Memorial?
Yep.
How are we going to
I
misspell
forget
his
what I
name
said.
this time?
I should go take a look at what I put on there. Oh, it says Thalon. We didn't know him long. I think he liked corvids.
Type of bird.
Yeah.
Okay.
With that, we are at the Troll Skull, and you guys will be in need of another party member, seeing as it's fitting that every time 5 people with your 4-person party go down, the 5th person dies, but you guys are all safe fine. So I think it's a group consensus that a 5th member that could continue to die in the face of evil would be better than having one of you 4 die.
It maintains plot armor for us.
Right. So you are in search of someone useful that can use the equipment that you've this time not lost from your dead party member.
Sling says, "I miss my druid friend. Maybe we can find another one."
I don't know. That druid was kind of, garbage. Are you sure you want him back?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
That's so great. That's so great. I'm so happy I can't hear this.
I just want a non-elf member of the party, please.
Yeah, actually, that would be awesome.
I'm fine with that.
Just to even the numbers up a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, technically, right now we are even. But yeah.
So then why do we even need a 5th person?
Again, we've gone over the plot armor thing. We need somewhere to die so we don't.
That sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
Well, that is what that last guy did. I mean, he ran
I'm
in
crying.
and sacrificed himself and died. So maybe it is a good idea. Let's go look. Let's see
Oh,
what's up.
apparently the fucking Discord things don't work again.
So your steward takes your suggestion and goes to task over the next day as you're resting, and comes back with a rather raggedy-looking, skull-faced lizard man. Nope, lizard chick.
I don't know. He might just called it Liz because lizard. What
Yeah.
is the what is the gender on your character, Rob?
It is female.
Oh, cool.
And she's lucky, man. Look at that roll.
Oh, that is good.
Ooh, I've got Cloak of Protection.
It
I
is
gotta
a
add.
cheap ass scimitar.
Cloak of Protection.
We accept her in the party.
I'm in.
Depends. What the hell can you do? And anyone else that did level up, you can go ahead. Anything particular you want to point out that you can now do in showing up Liz after she explains what she can do, you are more than welcome.
So I can fight with 2 scimitars, one of which is magical. I also can do.
That was like the worst
that
presentation ever.
That was the best possible time to cut out. That was great.
Oh, was it? Oh, damn it! I'm sorry.
No,
I
it's
don't,
good. It's good.
Yeah, and I can't tell because I have to switch over to Discord and away. See, I did it again as I was talking. That's just fucked up. I don't know what causes that, you guys. I really don't. It could be that my push to talk key is worn out on my computer, and even though I'm holding it down,
You know what you'd use? Alt.
Use Alt. Okay, hold on.
Fucking with you.
Oh,
You were
I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can fight with 2 scimitars, one of which is magical. I can also do minor healing skills. And if you guys keep me alive long enough, I will become more powerful and I will be able to shapeshift into animals.
Wait, what? You can heal?
I can heal.
Druids can heal? What the fuck?
I have spells called Cure Wounds, Good Berry, and Healing Word. Only 2 of which I can use before I run out of spells. But like I said, if you just keep me around, I will get powerful.
God,
Good Berry's a good one.
Now I'm glad that Crab's dead. Not really. I'm chaotic good. I shouldn't say that. I'm not glad he's dead, but I don't necessarily mourn his passing.
The dude jumped into a mimic. Should have known better.
I mean, the shark thing was cool, but come on.
So anyone else want to point out some cool stuff they got since they leveled?
I am as flexible as naturally possible for a person to be.
That sounds rather pointedly sexual.
Well, you take that how you want.
I think that's what she said.
My dex is still 20, and my AC is now 22. So suck it.
So I can't hit you regardless. Gotcha.
Exactly. And now I can bonus action dodge for 8 rounds in a row.
Perfect.
Nice.
I lost my water skin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a thing.
That's right. I forgot about that. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm just looking at my character sheet. I'm like, why do I not have a water skin anymore?
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have deleted it. That's probably not the right thing to do.
No, I think I told you to, so you're good.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it just says quantity 0, so that's fine. I don't care.
Oh, excellent.
And then, why did you use all my potions of greater healing?
Oh, yeah. It was a big fight.
It was the only way that we didn't all die.
Yeah, it was pretty epic.
It was that close to a party wipe. And that's why Thalon is dead.
There should be some shopping, by the way.
Yeah, we'll definitely try to buy more potions and the like.
And Sling leveled up to 7th level, and he also picked up a 4th level spell slot. So I grabbed Banishment and Greater Invisibility.
Oh, nice.
So Liz, I'm just gonna give you a tip now. If you come along with the party,
Okay.
I'm on fire most of the time. You don't want to run in.
Okay. I don't like fire unless it's on my enemies.
Try not to follow Nola right into battle, because
Yeah.
like she almost always gets fired.
Yeah, I'm really good at like
Yeah, Gwydion, but the
being in the middle of
spells and
fireballs
the
and not getting
treasure
hurt
tables are not in there
because I'm a monk and I am the peak
unless they
physical
fixed it.
condition of all beings.
Ring of Fire resist.
Potentially $5,000.
Damn.
What is a regular ring of protection? Just what is that? Is that the
I
500
think
one?
uncommon. Let me check.
That ring of protection is up to 5. I think that's the cloak that's cheaper.
Oh, the ring.
Oh,
Yeah, that's really
yeah.
weird. The ring.
It's rare.
Yeah, they do the same exact thing, but one of them costs a lot more. It's weird.
So it's not easy to double up.
Right, because you can double up, but it's not. I think that's exactly why they did it. So it's not easy to double up. So I guess I can't afford that. I only have like 600.
Oh, I'm gonna laugh my ass off when you guys finally find the disenchanter.
I don't like it.
God damn it. We're gonna find someone and they're gonna have Mordenkainen's disjunction, and then that's when we're all gonna die.
And my intelligence is 8. Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Any other stuff you guys want to do up top?
Gotta buy potions. The greater healings are they the 500 ones? Up to 500.
I think so. 'Cause I have
Yes.
that hotkeyed.
Do we have a limit on number of regular potions we can buy? The 50
No.
ones? Okay. I'm gonna get some of those for sure.
Oh, fuck, CJ. That
Jesus.
sucks.
I'm gonna get like
I need to pull out my handy dandy calculator.
I'm gonna get like 10 of those. 11. Oh no, I'm not gonna get that many.
I think instead of that, I'm just gonna buy 8 potions of healing.
Yeah, that might be good.
Okay, I'm gonna get 4. So I had one, so I got 5.
Buying
4,
4
200.
potions of healing
Typically,
to add to
the way they're used,
ones I already have.
there's not a whole lot of difference between.
That's 1 silver is 10 gold.
Especially the higher level you get. The big thing is just
1
keep
silver.
you from rolling death saves.
So
Yeah.
so 100 silver is 10 gold. Oh, say 1. Okay, so 10. 453.
Goodberry is actually a pretty good one for that. I like being able to use Goodberry for something like that.
Yes, I have only 2 spell slots, but I have prepared Goodberry, Healing Word, Cure Wounds, and Fairy Fire. I figured that would be the best way to go to start.
We didn't catch the last 2.
Goodberry, Cure Wounds, Fairy Fire, Healing Word, and Discord Sucks Ass. Those are the 5
Excellent.
spells that I have.
Those are good choices.
So chat, you can hear me because my voice is all the time, but when I do push to talk, sometimes they can't hear me.
I'm probably good to go then.
Maybe if I pop this key off.
Yeah.
What if I do that? What if I pop this key off and like air spray it and stuff?
Where
Try
are
that.
you wanting to go to?
Back down into the manor, I guess. Or the,
oh fuck! I hope I didn't just break this whole thing. Oh my god!
Yeah,
almost positive
back
I just
to
fucking
where we
broke
nearly
this.
died, or are we
yeah.
gonna go somewhere else though?
Did we search that town yet?
We need.
Go ahead.
We need to
You guys,
do that
I'm
and
almost
make
sure I
sure
just
that we
broke my
killed
shift
all
key.
of the drow ever, and then we can move on.
Consensus that you want to head back down to 3rd level into that town?
Sure.
I might have to watch a YouTube video on how to repair this. Fucking A.
I'll be right back.
If any of you watching are in my Discord, I'm about to post a picture of what my shift key looks like now.
I think at one point you guys had talked about switching your order. It
Oh,
would be a good time to probably
the marching
do that.
order and all that. So the arrow is pointing towards the front of the formation.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, the way you're going to march. And you guys can move those wherever.
Yeah, let's just form like a circle around
So I'm gonna post it in
the
general
druid to
chat.
keep you safe. Oh god.
Random.
Are
Well,
gonna be
first of
good
all, since the
order?
key's off, I guess.
Might as well make it like
Let me look.
an actual like hip style 5. Yeah, like that.
Okay, but it's a too wide hallway, so
Oh yeah, you know what we mean, Joe.
All right, let me.
I do. All right, so I think the map should be up for everyone.
I have a trampoline. It's not a trampoline.
It is
It's
for
just
me.
It's just a
I have
All
a
right.
map.
you know
Yeah.
walk
So
in
you
place kind of
begin
thing.
to show Liz the way down. Become more familiar with the first and second level. Really, nothing has much changed there. You see a few here and there's different adventurers, different things happening. It's not just a completely dead area.
Right.
There is other
Okay,
things that are still happening
I'm
and
putting
going on.
this
I did forget,
shift
I
key aside for a
believe,
second for the game.
probably last session, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you'll all need to deduct 20 gold for going up and then back down
And for me.
for the lizard. Yep.
Done.
And then we find ourselves at this first little area up to the north was a bunch of crumbled buildings and a cave in over to the left, and then to the south in this hallway, as you get to this and it opens up a little bit, you see there's torchlight. There are humanoids walking around. Some look to be dragging things around, maybe moving stone, but you can definitely tell down into where you were with that village and that fight took place that there's things happening down there.
All right. On the way down, we would have taken great care to point out all the places where our previous party members died, and make sure Liz knows that. And then then I'm gonna try and very quietly and stealthily check out. Like I'm gonna motion for my party to stay here, and I'm gonna go try and check out the commotion down south.
Okay. You can go give me a stealth check as you move your token wherever you want to go. So as you enter your, I'm going to unlock these here. As you approach, you can tell from a distance that they look like maybe you've dealt with them before, but they look like goblins or hobgoblins, bugbears. They look um, militaristic would be a good characteristic. Um, there's someone barking orders. There's others that are following, and it looks like for the most part they're clearing items and bodies from
Sons of
the
bitches.
area.
Hold on. Remember, I am Queen of the Goblins of, level 2, I think.
Yeah.
The few that remain, yes.
Am I able to get any like clear view of any of them? Can I see their foreheads?
Yeah, you should be able to see a forehead.
Do they have the mark of Xanathar?
They do
by
not.
chance?
You do not see any of those marks that you've seen in the previous ones.
All right. I will quietly trot back and let everyone know. Yeah, it is a bunch of goblinoids looting the town that we cleared because they're assholes. What do you guys want to do? Stacy, these are your people, right?
Not die.
Possibly. I could go talk to them.
Sure, you go give it a shot. We'll be right behind you.
Now, when you say right behind me, you mean 30 feet behind me or 5 feet behind me?
How close would you like me to be?
Listen, I need to lose some weight. And so
5
I
feet behind.
go on the
Actually, right next to
on
me,
the
holding my
trampoline,
hand.
or it's called a stationary.
I can do that.
I don't know what
Sure.
the fuck it's called. It's not called a trampoline, but that's what it is.
We've had harrowing
But instead
adventures
you
down
see
here. I will hold your hand while we go down
a
and talk to these
giant
goblins.
bubble wrap thing on top of it.
I mean, metaphorically holding my hand. You don't have to literally be holding my hand.
Oh, Noah seems like legitimately disappointed by that. But all right, let's go do this.
All right.
By the way, Joe, when I passed by here, did I see that manticore
Yeah.
thing? All right.
It's continuing to rest. It doesn't. I mean, it does look up at you once Stacy comes by, who is not stealthy whatsoever.
Right.
It kind of peeks up, but then settles its head back down as you walk past the hallway.
All right. I'll look back and I'll whisper to the newbie. Don't mind the manticore or the. I don't know if we know what a manticore is, so that scorpion.
I like the fact that
line-
you call it a manticore, because that might
Yeah.
not be what it is at all.
Yeah. Sorry.
I
like this gal.
Okay, so which way are we going?
every
So-
time
This
I
is
do.
this is that animal that you're seeing.
That's worse. That
That's
is
not a
decidedly
manticore.
worse
Yeah.
than the manticore.
But it looks kind of cute. I mean, 2 of the 3 creatures are cuddly.
You've never cuddled a dragon?
No, I was talking about the lion and the goat.
I
I'm
don't
sorry,
know.
the lion and the ram.
Yeah, I'm saying dragons love
Lions
to
are
cuddle.
cuddling now? Wow.
Lions are totally cuddly. Like, they're just giant cats. You put a box out there, they'll go inside the box.
They will. It's hilarious.
The cutest thing ever.
And now the voices don't work.
All right, so what you guys do?
damn.
So
I feel like I want to go back up to level 2 and get one of my goblin representatives and to herald me.
that's not a bad idea.
Right?
I'm-
I mean, that's
it-
the best way to use my resources.
It might be a bad idea, but at least they will die first and not us.
Right?
Wait a minute. I thought we had the sacrificial plot armor guy. Nudge.
Uh,
Nudge.
he's the secondary sacrificial lamb.
He
He
can't
got-
turn into a goblin, so, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to understand, Liz. After several trips down here, we've become very nihilistic.
Not nihilistic.
I see.
Cautious. Cautious.
Sure.
Semantics. Yep.
Anyways, so yeah, Stacy will jog back up to level 2.
All right, everyone's waiting patiently for Stacy to go fetch a goblin.
Sure.
I think
Yeah.
I think I'm going to encourage Liz to back up a little bit so we're out of sight.
I was thinking
Okay.
with a dragon would be better. But okay.
All right, how many are you bringing with you, Liz or Stacy?
I have like, what, 20 left? How many?
Sure. Yeah, you got about 20.
You don't even know. I could say I have
No.
50.
Yeah, I definitely know it's not that many, but
I think it was around 20. So I will come
How
back
many do I have?
with 5 of the more intelligent ones.
okay. So you want to look for intelligence in goblins. Gotcha.
The ones that are not, eating their own boogers. Let's just say that.
Sure. Yep. Well,
I
you've got
don't-
some goblins and hobgoblins. So are you bringing back? The idea is you're going to bring back some smart
No,
ones.
Sebastian, I'm not going to that because
They might not be the strongest.
they
it's
don't have
kind
to be
of
the strongest, but at
$300
least,
for bullshit. I don't, I'm not dressing
intelligent
up in
enough
costume and going and do all
to
that.
say,
Not
hey,
my
these are
thing.
friendly,
Also,
or hey,
it's
these
in
are not
LA
friendly.
and enough
Gotcha,
with LA.
okay.
I already live
So-
in Phoenix. Fuck
Probably
that
one of
place.
the hobgoblins.
All right, so 4 goblins and a hobgoblin.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. So anyways, bring them back down there. Ask them,
Fuck
are the
LA,
goblins
man.
here friendly with us or not so friendly?
Okay. They kind of all as a group cautiously go down there, making sure that they are not appearing to be hiding or sneaking up on anyone. They are stopped as soon as they get kind of in there in that area. 2 hobgoblins rush up and you hear some conversation back and forth. They don't immediately attack or anything like that.
I do speak Goblin.
Yep. So they're not shouting or anything. They're just having a small conversation down there. Conversation goes. One of them kind of like pats their chest. The hobgoblin pats his chest, looks back at you, and kind of shrugs his shoulders a little bit, and then says, kind of holds up his finger as one moment speaking to those, and comes back to relay the information, which is they want us to register. They are with Azraq's army.
Who's that?
I don't know.
All right.
Can we speak with Azraq?
Yeah, we should probably. Yeah, we should.
Again, your hobgoblin looks like you're like I got no fucking clue.
What the hell? Why are these things so
You
odd?
want to go ask him?
No,
You know what? I'll go with you. Nola,
Yeah.
come with me.
Yeah.
So that same general area, you walk up, and again, 2 hobgoblins stop you and again ask for papers. Papers, please.
Unfortunately, we do not have papers yet because we need to talk with Arok, whatever it is.
He scolds you and looks and says, Azraq.
Yeah, that guy. We have some questions, if you don't mind, Terry. I don't know if he speaks common. I ask him in common. We'll see how he reacts.
If he doesn't understand, then I'll translate.
All right.
He calls over his captain. Captain comes over and introduces herself.
What the fuck is happening here?
As Lorcana. And Lorcana understands. Sorry about that. Azraq. Lorcana understands what you're looking at doing, but asks, you're more than welcome to register. We just ask that we know who's in our area. We've recently found that these drow have thankfully been vanquished. We've been fighting with them for a long period of time over this territory, and it's a good day.
Did you like our handiwork? That was fun.
Yours? You?
Oh yeah. We were down here. Right.
Technically,
we've
we
been,
were returning.
You ran
yeah,
away.
One of us died, and there were no immediate other enemies in the area, so we withdrew to regroup, and then we came back down here.
She laughs heartily at the change of verbiage and nods and says, you ran away. I understand.
And Sling raises his hand and waves and go, "Hey, you good, Nola?"
Sure.
You guys, I can't figure out this Twitch
If you guys
crap.
want to come down, don't come down
I mean,
threateningly,
Discord
but you can
crap.
come along if you want. That thing in there is not going to hurt you as long as you don't go in there. But yeah, so what does registering entail? Is that like being drafted that we're talking about?
Oh no, certainly not. We write a description and name in our ledger, and then that's just the reason we do that is because we don't want someone infiltrating our area. You don't look like drow, but nonetheless, we do want you to register.
Sounds reasonable enough if it means avoiding conflict.
Speaking of avoiding conflict, you could actually do us a bit of a favor.
Oh.
That thing you just passed up there.
Yep.
You want to get rid of that for us?
What's the pay?
Well, we want it gone, and it's sitting on a boatload of gold.
So
All right, guys, I
we get the
cannot fucking
gold
for
and
the life of me figure out
you
that
have it
fucking
gone?
voice crap.
That sounds like an awesome
and it
trade.
frustrates me very bad, so I'm stopping.
Let me talk with the rest of my friends. Voila, newbie, you want to come down?
Yeah.
We should probably step back and speak privately.
Sure. All right, so here's the deal. They want to like take our names and our descriptions down, and it means that we can like move around down here and not have to fight all of them. And now they're trying to enlist our aid and get rid of the thing that's in there with the 3 heads. So what do you guys want to do?
I had one question. What was she laughing at in your face?
She was laughing that we didn't like stay down here when we were totally depleted and almost dead.
So the monk awesomeness that killed all those things, they're laughing about that? Am I reading that?
That's unimportant right
They
now.
couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle all those drow, and now they're laughing at you. I don't like it.
They couldn't, but they're goblins. Let them have this one thing. I don't really care.
I'll defer to Stacy on that.
So, we've passed that thing multiple times. It really hasn't bothered us. Are you sure you want to get into it with it?
I am not sure. That's why I'm passing the responsibility on to the rest of you. You get to decide what we do. It's apparently sitting on a lot of gold, so if we want money, it's a way to do it.
We could get the money off of the looted drow that they're taking that we conquered.
What we should do is go back down and ask how big their army is, and that won't raise suspicions at all.
This is true. But I don't think it's big enough to defeat the drow like we did. But then again, we can.
So wait, hold on. Let me get this straight. After the big fight, y'all did not loot the bodies of the drow?
I don't think you understand how close to dead we were.
Yeah, and the walls were collapsing, and it was pretty.
Yeah, this was not a safe environment to be in. We were out of potions and almost dead.
This is the last time I leave you guys alone with my character.
So Lurkana kind of looks over towards Stacy, who seems to be hanging back a little bit, and this is warrior to warrior nod to Stacy, but she kind of looks like, "Are you guys going to do this or what?"
I'm fine with it, but apparently they need to discuss their soft. Yeah.
Yes, they ran away.
The fucking characters are all wrong. Holy shit!
I'm gonna say we need to talk.
She mentions to you, Stacy, that if you can do this for us, we've got some other things we can deal with. Maybe worthwhile. If you're down here adventuring, there's some curiosities.
That does sound very, very helpful, Lurkana. Thank you.
You do this thing. I'll take you to Azra. We'll exchange pleasantries, have a meal, share some wine, talk some things over.
You seem very sophisticated for a goblin.
She's a hobgoblin.
Yeah.
Yeah. You seem very
And
sophisticated for a
captain
hobgoblin.
of the hobgoblins, yep.
Like learned type of sophisticated. Like you can read.
Well, one stupid doesn't survive here.
I've noticed.
Stupid dies because smart tells them to.
Is that a slate against
Goddamn
Talon?
For Queen of the Goblins, you sure are racist towards goblins.
What? No. I'm just, observational. Anyways, we should totally kill that thing, whatever it is.
All
I
right.
mean, if it's being nice, it's not going to suspect a fireball all of a sudden. Oh wait,
So
hold on 1 second. Lurkana, do you have any useful information about that thing? Like what it might be called? Any weaknesses? Any resistances?
I don't know what it's called, but it's got big teeth, it's got big claws, and if I'm not mistaken, it breathes fire.
Good to know. That's helpful. Good girl. I mean,
jeez.
I like you, but you better watch your tongue.
it's hilarious.
All right. So, Law's not sure, or like it hasn't attacked us, so maybe we shouldn't attack it. Stacy's on board. What do you say, Sling?
I say we approach this thing and say, "Hey, there's a bunch of goblins and hobgoblins that want us to kill you. Why would they ask us to do that? Are you a friend or foe?"
I don't think it's smart enough to talk. Is it smart enough to talk? Did it talk to you guys?
I mean, it might be. It's smart enough not to attack us immediately. So it's got 3 heads. It has to have some kind of brains.
Yeah, before we commit to that, he might be a powerful thing that we want to befriend, as opposed to a bunch of goblins and hobgoblins that
Yeah,
they're laughing at us.
maybe it will pay us to kill them.
They aren't sitting on a pile of loot.
Well, it'll pay us from that pile to kill them and take their stuff.
I
Oh, you
don't know.
guys are
I'd like to
having
take the whole pile for myself. I mean, for
you guys are
us,
having trouble hearing them?
my bank is kind of getting low.
Newbie, how you feeling?
I'm good with making friends and not getting killed. Whatever we think will get us the most of that.
All right.
I can bump up their individual volumes, you guys, but the volume I mean, I guess I could bump up my.
I don't
Try
know.
this.
We should probably just go ahead and fight it just to see if we can beat it, and then that'll tell us if we're good or not.
I turned
And
up the
worst case
master
scenario,
volume a
we all
little bit.
die and get to make new characters. And that's fun.
Yeah, super fun.
I'm an expert.
So, do we want to try any trickery or just rush in? Oh, Stacy, tell your friend we're probably gonna do it.
I look back at her and I give her that nod, like, yeah, it's happening.
So she just walks over and leans up casually against the wall, and nods back, as in, like, well, then get to it.
Nola begins some breathing exercises.
I'm just going to remove her for purposes of combat stuff.
Are we running in? Do we want to come up with a plan?
Have we tried to talk to it, or
No.
we think that's not
Not
gonna
yet.
work?
No.
I guess we could try
Plans
to
go to hell anyway.
ask it to leave. I guess. I don't know.
Sling's gonna hang back, see what happens, and just be prepared for anything.
Whatever you guys
Helpful.
do, I'll be
Thank
right
you.
about here.
All right.
How far back can I be?
Yeah, and still see everything and ranged cantrip.
All right. Which of us is the best talker? Probably.
Please be
Probably.
Liz. Please be Liz. Please.
It's probably voila.
Yeah.
I got me some charisma.
wanna
What do you want us to be talking about?
Just kind of see what its deal is.
Casey and I are stupid.
Rude.
Oh, I actually do have some charisma. It's just, I don't want to talk to anybody.
Charisma is the thing that I do not have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
I
say we
mean-
send Voila in there. Plus, she's not that vulnerable in case she gets like bitten right away. She'll be fine,
Or, fire damage.
right? Blow a fireball off in its face. Oh, you're saying I'm low, Gerbil Slayer. My volume
We'll
is
be right
low?
behind you.
Hi.
It lifts up its goat head.
I mean, I can boost my mic volume, but what the fuck?
It does one of those goat screams.
I
Do you
like it.
do you understand?
It continues to simply just stare at you.
It's got square irises. It's unnatural.
Uh,
What do I
why
do? Go
are
to
you down
device
here?
manager? How do you get to your microphone? Device
I'm
manager.
still slowly approaching.
Yeah, as you get there, the lion head raises and begins to growl.
Oh no.
Good kitty, and I back up.
Yeah, I'm thinking it
as you
probably
back
can't
up,
understand this.
The dragon head picks itself up and it stands on its pile of gold threateningly.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't think talking to it's gonna do us any good, guys.
All right. I will. I'll charge in and take the brunt of it because I'm the tank, apparently.
You dodgy tank.
Would you like us to roll for initiative?
Yeah, unless you're doing like something from a distance, yeah,
Nope.
you can roll
I
it.
wonder if that changes the sound at all. Does my voice sound any louder now, Gerbil Slayer?
So as Voila is backing up, Nola gets the hint and she says, way to start us
God
off,
damn
man.
it! I started off the best I could.
And he says,
Get it out of the way now.
Voila says this isn't working. As the chimera, all three heads are faced your way and all look threatening.
Did my voice change at all, you guys?
Yep.
That does sound a little bit. Okay,
Sling,
I turned on.
you start us off.
I turned on a thing.
All right. As a bonus
So maybe
action, I'm going to
that'll
do
help.
Blade Song.
Okay.
My
And
bonus
I will
action
move
is
in
biting someone. I will not be doing that right away.
and test out this banishment spell.
All right, you want to read how it works?
I can do that. You attempt to send one creature that you can see within range to another plane of existence. Their target must succeed on a charisma saving throw or be banished. If the target is native to the plane that its existence you're on, you banish the target to a harmless demi-plane. While there, the target is incapacitated. The target remains there until the spell ends, at which point the target reappears in the space it left. In the nearest unoccupied space, the space is occupied.
Sounds good. Go for it. It was successful.
Boo.
Woohoo. And I just smile and say, hey, no big deal. We're good here. And that's my turn.
What
I'm Joe
level
Dirt.
spell was that?
Goes forth.
Ooh.
Right?
As you got this new spell and you're like, this thing isn't working. Nola.
I rush right in.
Nola rushes up.
No, it's good, Gerbil, because
Spears!
you banish it,
It spears
and
away.
then you all gather around it, and you ready
Hit.
actions, and when it comes back, all 5 people hit it, and then you still get to take your turn.
Yes.
Pretty good deal.
Cool. I will spend a key point as a bonus action and dodge.
All right.
My turn? Okay.
It is not yet. First things first, the dragon head cocks back and blows fire in a 15-foot area, engulfing Nola only. Nola was successful with evasion, so I'm not even going to bother rolling dice.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna roll dice just to see if this works. Evaded. No damage.
Nice. What do you roll?
So after blowing fire, we have all 3 heads taking attacks on Nola. Okay, perfect. That sucks.
That's true too, Gerbil.
The horns catch,
Oh.
and Nola gets knocked back a little bit from damage. Stacy. A plume of smoke, fire comes from that there hallway.
What's my movement? 5, 10,
Well, I
15,
wish I
20.
could move because it says that I'm trying to reconnect to the table. It's not letting me connect to them.
Oh.
What you want to do?
Awesome.
I can
Okay.
move you.
Gosh.
You want to move
Do
in
I
closer?
have? Yeah, I would like to. Do I have? I'm not gonna be able to hit it in 30, within 30. Am I?
No, you can
Yep.
run up there
If you
and
want to
rush
get to
up there, I guess.
melee.
I think I just got kicked from the table. Okay, so I can get up to as close 30 and then do a longbow shot.
All right, so pull out the longbow as you're up there.
Yep. And
And shoot away.
gonna use combat dice. Let me do.
I think you can see if you hit first, maybe.
Oh yeah, that's the thing, right? You want to hit
Oh
first
yeah,
before you
yeah.
use
Let me
dice.
hit first before I use the dice.
First shot's a hit.
Okay. Let me do the fear.
Menacing.
Menacing, yes.
Fantasy Grounds Kickstarter, 197,000.
Did it succeed?
It succeeded.
Okay. So I'll just add the extra D8 for the damage.
Damage done.
And then
To the bow.
second attack with the bow.
Hit.
Let's see, what's the one? The trip or something?
A sweeping attack, but you have to be within 5 feet, I think.
No. There's a different one. Sweeping is when I hit multiples.
Oh, there is a trip attack.
Uh-huh. And I don't think it's restricted to melee.
No, you just use it and try and knock them down.
Yeah.
It was successful.
Damn it, these things are useless. But at least it gives me
Your
the extra
DC's
D8.
11.
It's
I know, it's very sad.
You still get the die though, right?
Yeah, look at the die.
it is a
And run.
chimera.
You know what? It could happen. Okay? It could happen. They could, horribly fail and roll a 1.
All right.
Okay, I'm just saying, don't feel like it's because your thing is useless. It's because it's a chimera.
Also, it's useless.
Sure.
All right. So 2 bow attacks, 2 combat superiority, 2 damage.
Okay?
Voila.
I think I'll start with a bonus action hex.
Okay.
All right. And
You got yourself
critical?
targeted too.
I do? Well, dang it. Okay. Thank you. Better. I guess I will Eldritch Blast him.
Sounds good.
God
Ooh,
damn.
crit off the bat. Give me a D4. I don't think this is going to help you at all. You experience rage for 1 round.
Resistance to damage. Oh god.
Damn.
There's like 6 fucking rages here. What the hell?
Did the second one have a spell too? An effect, rather?
The
Yeah, give me a
rage
second.
the rage that doesn't have a parenthetical after it is the one that you want.
Well, fuck. Thanks. All right. Yeah.
God. That's amazing.
Sweet.
That you are able to do damage. The Voila crunches this thing for 40 friggin' damage, crippling it, granting everyone advantage, or granting her advantage and it disadvantage going forward. Anything else, Voila?
No, I think that's good enough.
Liz.
All right. If anyone is paying attention behind them, they will see Liz
Cut out.
cross. Huh? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. They will see Liz cross over.
Nope.
Okay, so it's not that key because I switched my push to talk key. So it's definitely something else because I switched to my mouse as my key. Anyway, anybody that's paying attention behind, I'm there now. I'm watching my light, so when it goes off, I'll know. They'll see Liz go across the opening of the hallway, doing that football, front foot over back foot over front foot over back foot, singing da 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 as she goes by,
Sure.
and then I'm gonna do a cantrip. Yeah.
Waltzes into the middle and says, spell, and then dodges again. Gotcha.
And then here it is.
It was successful?
Well, then that's that.
Top of the round, sling.
All right, I'm gonna drop a shatter on this.
I switched my push to talk, chat, so I'm unable to determine why
Right
Discord
there.
keeps cutting me out. That's fucked up.
It failed? Well, it don't matter really.
It's a second level, so it's regular.
Damage done. Loud crack of thunder.
You know, Gerbil, that's a good
And
question.
then it'll be my turn.
You got a lot of loud spells. Noah.
Yes.
Actually, the chat brings up a good point. How can somebody who's level 8 have a DC 11 save? That can't be right.
I have no idea.
Yeah, might need fixing.
Whoever that was, I can't remember who it was, but you might want to check that.
Stacy.
With those things of mine.
Because there's her wisdom.
Well, it's 8. It's 8 plus your proficiency bonus, which at level 8 is
11.
what, +4 or +3 at least, and then
Plus 3.
plus your modifier, unless
8
your
plus
modifier
3.
is 0.
Correct.
Yeah, I do 0.
Oh, well, there you go. Fuck.
Because we can math, people. That's fucking why.
Yeah.
We don't have to math. Fantasy Ground has the math done for us.
Because we have a program that maths for us.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Okay.
though those DCs do get they don't
Yeah,
get
they
triggered to the right one, so.
Yeah.
It can be 11 because that is the lowest possible number. Thank you, chat. That's it. Another hit.
And since it already has disadvantage and I'm metagaming, I will send my key point to do Flurry of Blows.
Go for it. Another hit.
Ba 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 ba
And a
ba
miss.
ba 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 ba. That's my dance move.
Alright.
Did you like that, everybody? My dance move. Kickstarter, 197,000.
I didn't click button. Oh, nice. Can't get Stacy, so it'll try its fire once again now that it recharged. You evaded again. Fuck it, I'm rolling anyway. Bite.
Man, that looks like it would really hurt.
Horn.
Your save was a 29. That's
Claw.
insane.
All miss. Stacy.
Okay, so let me just get up here with some melee attack. A melee attack, I should say.
You can do 2.
Hit. No, she had her bow out.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm going to
Yep.
do 2,
You,
but...
yeah, you have extra attack. That's a hit.
Bum, 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 bum.
What's up, everybody in
Yeah,
chat?
just
Thanks for
2,
coming and watching tonight.
because
I got my new TV because I
It
broke
was
that,
successful.
and now I broke my shift key, and then I'm gonna just break everything. I should just stop touching things. You
And
know
a
what
hit.
I'm saying. Might break that too. I'm not
You
currently
really want to trip this thing. It was
doing
successful.
it right now.
really, I just want the extra D8 damage.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Hulk Rob Smash. You're
And
right,
that
Matt.
last one,
Matakure.
I think you just killed it.
Yeah, woo!
That was
Dude,
easy.
Yeah. You
I
done
don't know
killed.
why you guys
Come
were
here.
like crying about it and like, oh, it's gonna be so hard. We should befriend.
Probably because it had the head of a fucking dragon.
Which I am gonna lop off and add to my manor.
That's
And
supposed to give you
maybe-
pause.
Maybe we don't have to kill everything. I mean, if it wasn't trying to eat us, we don't have to kill it.
And
Right,
then
Well,
I'm gonna
that's
come.
what we
And
did with
it
the goblins
doesn't try to
down there.
kill us, and it's not a drow or a spider because those are automatic kills.
But it had money.
Oh
I
snap!
sang
I
it-
leveled.
Are you saying that's not an acceptable reason to kill things because they have money?
So no, I'm in on the money thing too.
Okay,
Cool.
cool.
You get
Loot the
the,
space.
You get the Guardians of the Galaxy argument of, but I want it more.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know which head I like more, the dragon head or the lion head. The
Take
ram
off.
could go suck it.
Take all 3 of them.
I don't have a bag of holding, and this is gonna get bloody.
Well, her strength is 0.
The pile,
that's
as
probably where
you've
she has it
scooped
set.
it all up at this point, contains some 600. What the fuck is it?
Electrum.
Electrum. There we go. I was thinking Experium, but that's not close at all. 2,000 silver and a ton of copper.
10,000 copper.
So basically, we shovel that into the bag of holding because there's no way we can actually
Correct.
carry that.
I assume so.
For the sake of the Twitch chat, 10,000 copper is a whopping 100 gold. I know math is hard for you guys. Sorry.
About this
Someone's
time,
not
Liz
getting a
comes
heal. I got
dancing
it.
into the room. Da, 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 da. Oh, it's over?
Look, Liz, we got money.
All right, I like it. This is
Looks like you're more powerful.
You're our
Here,
good
why
luck
don't-
charm.
Why
Is
don't
it-
you take all of these coppery ones?
I'll just look straight at Voila and go, pass. Not in it for the money, if it's copper.
Really, nothing much else of value within there. Some bones,
Yeah, I was gonna.
past meals, things like that. But the primary thing in there was the coinage.
Is Lacana still there?
Yeah, she's giggling a little bit.
I was like, is that all you got? That was hard
She,
for you guys?
Like she was curious as to why it took you so long to be like, yeah, well, I'll just go. Give me a sec. She chuckles a little bit, given your hesitancy to comply, and says, "Hey, thanks. We've got plenty of loot from these guys anyway, and I'm not sure I really believe the story of you guys came down here and then ran away after you killed everything.
Celestian, you can't
Usually
hear
you wait
anybody?
until if there's things coming after you, then you run. But whatever.
Okay.
you surface dwellers are a little bit odd sometimes. I get it.
Killed more of them than you did.
She'll give you a kind of a walk through town and just kind of explain a few things, but a majority of the town is completely useless. So a lot of the buildings themselves, like a kitchen area or just a large rooms, maybe type for barracks. I'm just revealing the map is all I'm doing here, guys. So everything that I'm going to reveal is really relatively mundane and lets you know that it is. She explains that there are two particular buildings that they can't find a way into, and you are more than welcome to come back here at some point in time. They're not interested in those buildings at all. Um, and after clearing out the rubble, we'll likely move some people into this area to kind of take it over and keep scouts and keep watch. But there's really nothing else that we really have a need to do. And quite frankly, some of these goblins are pretty stupid and they die pretty easy. So
Oh, we know it.
keeping them out of harm's way is never a bad idea. She will then volunteer to escort you to be registered, which is a bit of a jaunt. So as long as there's nothing else you guys object to, I will be map revealing for a little while. You'll be
You guys
heading to
all
the
good to that?
south if that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, if all they really want is to take my name, I'm okay with that.
I think Liz should get XP for map revealing.
Did you say that
Location
she said
discovered.
what took you guys so long to deal with that chimera?
Yeah,
Which was like 9 seconds.
It's that we took a long time to decide to do it, and then it ended up
Okay. Because it was a
Yeah,
round
kinda
and a half. That's why.
yeah,
How long it took.
chuckling that you really did a lot of talking. When it was like you could have just pulled that thorn out.
we were weighing the decision to kill a living creature. Okay, that takes thought. I know that you
surface
hobgoblin
dwellers
thugs never
really
think
are
about that.
weak. Yeah, morals useless.
Oh, I'm sorry. How many cities do you have on the surface? Oh, none. Okay, gotcha. That's all right though. That's not everything.
Funny.
Wow. Ease up a little.
No, they took our loot. It's bullshit.
You left the loot there. I can't blame her.
We were almost dead. We were very clear about this. We left for a good reason.
All right, so if you see to the south, as you're walking through the hallway, you notice a few rafts on the edge of the water. You see the river once again. She takes you further south, and then to the right, down some cave. Some caves. To the north is another collapse section. Fuck it.
Sorry. I point out to Liz that those rafts down there, those are definitely mimics. Do not touch them. They will eat you.
So continuing down the hallway. The next larger section of room here, you see a lot of hobgoblins and another captain. She introduces you, lets them know that she's taking you up to get registered, but also a large gate right here. It seems that they control that gate and really don't want anyone else going through there. What was her name? Larkana,
yeah.
explains that actually leads further down into this massive dungeon. More dangerous areas than what you're dealing with here.
I don't like Larkana. She's a bitch.
She's okay.
To the right here, she does point out that we really don't go in there. There was some goblins that died but we post a guard. Just recommend not going in there, and then that would be into that area there.
Oh, you didn't have the nerve to go explore that then. Okay.
Not worth our while.
Oh, okay. An interesting way to justify it.
Okay, so this looks like it goes.
Noel's mad.
I've decided to try to work with these.
I got that. As you're walking, you kind of pass every once in a while. Some of these bodies are being dragged this way from up there, and they're actually being set right in this cavern of this area here. She says, garbage piles. Not recommended to go in there either, unless you care to be decomposing after a while. This opens up to a large town.
Oh, fuck me. So this must snap in.
You all can
somehow.
arrange yourselves here.
This has to snap in there somehow.
So this building here is where you're being led to complete your registration. There's a number of goblins. There's a couple of clerks, is what they look like, but they're taking down ink quills and writing stuff on makeshift desks. You're asked to kind of stand in line. There's some other kind of haphazard humanoids that are standing in line also, waiting to get processed on here. But as you go up one by one, you're asked things like name, and you can fuck with them or not fuck with them. That is your choice.
John J. Rambo.
He kind of looks at you and writes, pointy ears.
That's literally 4/5 of the party.
So you can tell that they other than taking a few descriptions from you, taking what you call yourselves, they hand you a piece of paper and explain that you do need to have this, or you'll be subject to arrest in this area. Any hobgoblin that questions you, do not engage. Don't be dick, kind of rule.
Whoa, what the hell is that thing? It's like a little bar
Look
in this
over at
key.
Nola.
That's crazy. I didn't know about that.
So now we're with the Nazi goblins. That's cool.
So, where's this Azrock person?
Yep, Larcana waits for you to get processed, and then I'm going to reveal just a bit more of this. She explains kind of the workings of this area, which is it's a refuge. We are Azrock's army. Azrock is our leader. He happens to be Larcana's, I'd say probably not spouse, lover. Lover would be probably the more accurate term there.
Hey, Azak, your wife's a bitch. That'd be a good way to introduce ourselves.
I'm just going to click through some of these and see if there's
not going to do it.
Why? At this point, do you guys have any inclination to fight? You've been peaceful up until this point.
Yes, but I can manage it.
Yeah, no, I was trailing along to get my papers filled out. I have no reason to fight.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of reason why I wouldn't just so I'm just going to reveal almost everything that's about this city. So give me just a moment here, guys.
All right, I got the things back in the shift key, everybody.
Liz is looking at me and I go,
All
yeah,
you
I
need to
know,
do
a lot
is
of XP.
reapply it.
So you're telling me that with this giant city full of goblins, they couldn't take on like 20 drow and some grimlocks?
They got magic, man.
Chump
Alright, the
asses.
shift key might work again.
Disrespect us? Cleared out 3 levels of the goddamn place. Just killed a chimera in less than 2 rounds. What the shit?
It kind of works.
I'm sure this overconfidence won't come back to bite me anyway.
Oh yeah, I'm just waiting for it to happen.
I can run faster than you.
There, I guess it
So what
works
you can
now.
assume is that you've been explained what these
Hey,
areas
Diablo Bot,
are
what's
or
up?
where they're kind of. You see, like they're explain that there's an ambassador's quarters for the Xanathar's Guide guild. There is an ale house. There's just kind of different visitors' quarters that you'll be able to stay at while you're here. Captain's barracks, and she kind of shows you where that is. As she's leading you up to the north. To see Azrock here.
So we have killed every member of Xanathar's guild we've come
I can
across,
turn off
right?
my
So they won't
flashlight
have
now.
our description, hopefully.
Turn off a flashlight.
So that
Turn
could
it
be a
off.
problem.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
As long as they don't have one of those scrying eyes.
Yeah, we'll hope that those are all Halasters.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I think that for the most part is good.
Is Azrock's room the one with the chair in it?
Yeah.
Snap.
One guy with a chair.
I leveled, but we have the long rest.
He's
I leveled by
the
killing
hardest.
one monster, and all I did was fire, frostbite, and miss. That was the entire thing. Well, I did the dance step.
You're gonna try to marry him, aren't you? You're just gonna go in there, and you're gonna flirt with him the whole time. It's gonna be one of those things.
Oh, she didn't even hear you, Pizza.
Oh.
So that kind of leads you
Cheerbits.
into
Cheerbits in the
an
stream.
audience
Thanks for the
with
cheerbits.
Azrock.
Cheerbits!
Hobgoblins everywhere.
Cheerbits, Diablo Bot,
Goblins
thank you,
everywhere.
sir.
A few
Cheerbits,
wargs down south.
Yeah, we could take this whole room. I don't say that. I think it.
I don't think it. Cause
Yeah,
well,
Liz might die in the process, but we'll be fine.
I do not like push to talk as my mouse button because it does too many other things.
And we have
So I'm
the
now gonna
two
change it
named
back.
characters of Azrock and Lorcana. Azrock and Lorcana.
I'm changing it back to the shibby.
They made this hobgoblin far too attractive. Like, I get that they're the charismatic goblinoids. That's just too much.
Yeah, this man.
We are gonna talk.
I have an 8 charisma, of course I'm jealous.
So Lorcana lets you know that you'll be if you're going to meet and obviously you've asked about it, but if you're going to meet with Azrock, you're probably going to be expected to offer some piece of tribute. So to expect that as she walks you in there. Any other questions that you have for her before you entered the room?
Do we need to know anything special? Like, is there a decorum, or do we have to bow, or should we? Are we missing?
There's a
anything?
what?
Are we missing anything? Do we need to bow? Is there a special decorum? Like, what's the deal?
Just be aware he's our leader. Treat him as you would treat your topside leaders.
We brought one of the heads of the Chimera. That might be a good offering.
I got something.
Oh yes, that's
Whoa! He can have the ram. The dragon and the lion are mine.
You really tote those things around.
Hell yeah.
In the bag of holding.
In the bag of holding, where everything's gonna get bloodied.
It was already bloody. Let's just be honest.
So she says, with nothing else, we can enter. I mean, treat him as a leader. Understand that you probably have to offer some piece of tribute.
All right.
You walk in and you see Azrak. He's sitting with this. You see a large, heavily visored helm. It's very difficult to see his eyes, but you do see one for sure. He's got like you can see in the photo, but it's like grayed out on the one that you can see that hits a bit of torchlight. Lurkana comes over, rests her hand on his shoulder, and leans down in his chair to speak to him, and then stands to his side. She introduces these adventurers. At this point, I think she would have names, so introduces you by name and says they helped us out with a little chimera. And he kind of looks at her like, "What do you mean? That's like an everyday thing. That's tiny. What do you mean they helped us out?" And she giggles a little bit. Well, sort of.
We're the ones that killed all the drow.
Oh yeah, they did say that before they ran away. He then he doesn't really greet you. He stands. Doesn't really stand. Sits forward with his hands and kind of steeples his fingers as he seems to be looking towards you. Lurkana looks towards Nola and says, and kind of nods like, now's the time.
I will pull out a fancy silvery short sword I have in my pack, and I will not reverently, but I will go up and I'll hold it out in both hands to make it clear that I'm like giving it to him and not threatening him with it.
Oh, sure. And then you stand there next, I would assume.
Yeah.
Wait, that doesn't count for the whole group?
Yeah, I would have. Asking if I would have stood next to him, or are you saying next?
Would you have? Yeah. Do you say anything while you go up there?
I eventually say, "For the mighty Azrak," and I hand him the weapon.
He holds his hands out, and you place the weapon in his hand. He looks it over and hands it to a goblin to his right, who ushers it out of the building.
All right.
You are a friend of Azrak. Thank you very much.
She just nods. Steps aside.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else doing anything?
Yeah, Sling will step up and offer, in a non-threatening way, a silvered dagger. And seeing that he was happy with the silvered short sword, say a matching silver dagger for your belt.
Thank you. And once again, you place it within his hand. A goblin comes, takes it immediately out of the building. Both Lurkana and Azrak are looking towards the remaining 3.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and step up as well. I am going to be holding out a golden circlet and offering it to him. You should try this one on, sir.
Perhaps someday. And once again, accepts it. The goblin takes it away.
All right, Stacey will just walk just a little bit up. So now that the gifts are done, Lorcana mentioned that you might have more tasks for us to do, you know, small things that you would rather not.
We can certainly speak of those. I like this one. She has to wash her tongue, though. With that, assuming things are done, Larcana says you did well enough. Azrock excuses himself and expects you for dinner.
Before he leaves, I kind of look to the ring that's on a chain around his neck. I nod at it. I'm like, "How much do you want for the ring?"
How much for your wife? Sell me your children. Nobody? Okay.
And go, pipe down, pipe down.
You don't really wear much, Nola, do you? Nothing much expensive or nothing. I mean, how much would you get? What he responds
died
back
last
is,
week, Diablo Bob. I'm a druid now again.
he kind of clutches towards the ring, and says, "That's a story for maybe at supper.
All right.
It's not for sale, but perhaps for the right task."
Okay.
So he'll excuse you out
Here's that clip.
to your quarters for the night, and then expect you for supper
Too loud.
later on. With that, let's take a little break here. Probably at least 10 minutes. Let's go 9:35. Nope, 35 after.
All right.
That works for you guys?
Yep,
Yep.
sounds good.
Okay, thanks.
All right, so we're looking at 13-minute break. Stop. Start. And real quick, I'll show you guys the what I was trying to get everybody to go along with me on this joke, but maybe many people don't know it, so
How much for the little girl? The women. How much for the women? What? Your women. I want to buy your women, the little girl, your daughters. Sell them to me. Sell me your children. Melody? Melody?
it's not in that one, but there's a part where he goes, "How much for your wife?" It's just funny. Kickstarter. And it's where is it? What happened to it now? Wait, where did the Kickstarter go? Damn it! I was gonna show the Kickstarter to you guys. Well, it's trending 1.9 million. Updated 22 minutes ago. I guess I must have shut the page down. What the fuck? Here it is. $198,000, 167, 3,617. Oh, 3,618. Almost to 200 grand. $2,500 pledges are me and Zacchaeus and someone I don't know. $1,000 pledges were 4. It went down to 3. Now it's back up to 4 again. So there's at least 7 of us going to Orlando. But I don't know who the other people are. All right. So let me put the slides up for you guys. And I will have to change one, of course, as I do every Friday at halftime. if you call it halftime. Oh, I should put the clock numbers. Clock and like that. All right, like that. Okay, good. And then I'm going to go change the slide. Wait a minute. Is this episode 18? Is that what that said? Holy shit. I thought it was 17. Oh, is Marbania the other person going? Was he 2,500 or 1,000? I don't know. I haven't talked to him. He's not here now, is he? No, he's not here. Okay, let me see. Check this. Carry the 7. Open this one and this one. I wonder if I click twice, it'll open both of them. So we're gonna find out. It opened one of them and it opened the other one. Oh, I like that. Okay, so the slide for the show that I put on YouTube, I'm gonna go ahead and change that to 18, and then I can just close it. File, save as JPEG, because if you say GIF, you have to say JPEG. We had that whole discussion before. All right, close that one. And then now I'm going to change the other one for the slides that you guys are looking at. May 10th is next Friday. That will be episode 19. So let's save that as a JPEG. Those of you that say GIF and are 101% wrong. All right, save that. Boom. Now that should just change in the rotation as you guys are looking at it. Next time it comes up, it should. Oh, it changed already. Bam, like that. Look at that. All right, close that. BitBoss, Boffrin, BitBoss. All right, let's go. I hope the Fantasy Grounds Kickstarter hits 200 grand by the end of the show. It might. It should. I don't know. I saw somebody in chat. I thought I saw it. Somebody tried to convert, and that did not go through because it was not done properly. And I don't know who it was, but I thought I caught my eye. Whoever that was should try that again. But I prefer you wait till after the game because the conversions are not done during the game anyway. So I prefer you wait because then it just sits there and I have to stare at it and I don't do anything until after the game. Oh, that was Manicure. Okay, so yeah, wait till after the game and then do it again. I think you probably missed the word redeem is probably what happened. There hasn't really been an opportunity yet for you guys to help the party or do anything because we're just kind of role-playing this scenario here. So let's see what else. I have 7 minutes. I have 8 minutes to refill my drink. I think I'll do that. I think I'll just set my computer on the floor, which is where its resting place is, till the studio's built, hopefully this month. I was hoping it was going to be in January. That didn't happen. February, that didn't happen. It hasn't happened. Right. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, I'm getting another Diet Coke, huh? I kind of am hungry, but I think I can wait till the end of the show. Yes, you must have, when you convert, you must have that amount of gold pieces. The reason not to do it during a game is for a couple reasons. One, it just bothers me. It's in my way. But the real reason not to do it during a game is that when I get to it, and this has happened many, many times, when I go to convert it later, if you converted like either all or almost all of your gold pieces, but then when I go to convert it, you don't have that many gold pieces, the whole thing just gets nerfed and just gets X'd out and not done. So those are reasons to not, and I'm telling you guys not to do it, and then fucking Diablo Bob does it. All right, here I go to the kitchen, everyone. Please come with me. Please take the journey. This is the part where I bang my upside down crushed up Diet Coke can on the sink to make sure all the liquid's out. And then I look over at my recycled trash bin, which is a little small thing, and it's full. So I got to actually just set this on the stove like that, dramatically so you guys can hear it. Throw away this cup of noodles thing, soak my chopsticks. That's not a euphemism. Oh, wait, there's Coke in the sink now. I should get rid of that. All right. Now I go to the refrigerator. I pull a Diet Coke out of the box to replace the cold one I'm about to take. Ooh, and I lay eyes on my Sargento cheddar cheese sticks, which I'm going to take a couple of. I'm going to go back. Pork rinds for later. Pork rinds and sour cream. That's not sour cream. I always mix up cream cheese and sour cream. Thank God I don't mix them up when I buy them. But when I say them, I do. They are not the same. Now, since I have this that I found when that gal cleaned my room out, I say gal because I'm from the 1940s. It's my oxygen meter and pulse rate meter. That's what I read here. 95, 98. Okay, I'm good to go. 95 is a little low. I like to have that a little higher. I like my oxygen to be 97 or 98. Now it's 93. What the fuck? Whatever. I didn't die. Alright, don't panic. How much time do we have? FSH Smo is PMing me about how well the Kickstarter is doing. I say, yeah. So, what are you guys all doing this weekend? Gwydion and Celestian and Boffrin and Deadhand and Jay Murphy and Diablo Bob and Gerbil and Grimson and Matakuri and Chartal. Ooh, here's a new thing I have never seen before. Apricot grapefruit. Apricot, I can't read it because my eyes are too stupid. Commander Root, Dragon Bait. Texas Brewer is here. Fewer were I don't recognize that as some. See, I'm basically looking at the names and I'm extrapolating because my eyes are blurry and I can't read them. But if I know, if I recognize it, I can kind of tell what it is. Original Zombie Joe. Poitzel, that's probably wrong. Torpedoes here. Unix Chat, B&K, and Vigorpros. Fuck, I fucked it up. I'm sorry. Anyway, just, yeah, what's everybody doing? Some of the names I didn't say because they're in the game, so that they don't need to be called out because they're with me here in the game. Oh, you have pneumonia. That's not good at all. Fuck that. Yeah, Banana Dogs Kickstarter. What the fuck? Dave doesn't fucking get back to me on that. Sitting in a hotel, killing time. Tomorrow, 12-hour drive. Oh, no. Road tripping to Kingston, Washington. Wait, I live in Washington. Where's Kingston? Kingston, Washington. Is there such a place? About that. Oh man, that sucks. Well, I guess that's not too. I just found out my brand new TV has a mute signal. Like if you mute the sound, there's a signal on the top that shows a speaker with a line through it. I do not like that, and I'm disappointed that I see that now. Fucking change. I hate change, you guys. I do not like change, unless it's Unity.
Oh, they're gone red. Oh, going.
Yeah, so Matakuri, you're pointing out to me that convert is the command, but all the other commands are there too. But they say redeem? I don't know. You gave me the screenshot that doesn't show me the rest of it. I suppose I could bring up my own website, but I can't do that now. That information's like fucking 3 years old anyway. I probably fucked it up. Wait, what time is it? Is it time? Okay, wait. Let me go back to the game table here. Right here, like that. I position my laptop so that my face is in the middle. I always forget about that. What'd you say, Urash?
Yeah, that was me.
What'd you say though? I didn't hear it.
I said they were going red, but then they went away.
Oh yeah, I was turning the guys red so I can delete them easier.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
Your mic's up,
at
Joe.
this point,
Your mic's up, Joe.
thanks. So at this point, you are escorted out of this building and see both Lurkana and Azrock enter over here, and then a small goblin comes over and shows you to your like the guest quarters, and those are going to be here and down over there. So as you stay here, you have Azrock's blessing to kind of check things out, walk freely amongst the town, interact with whomever you would like to. But standing outside each of the guest quarters at this point, or standing in an area where you would have seen whether you went into one guest quarter or the other, is this goblin who's holding up this probably 20-foot banner. And this thing is like shaking. It's trying its best to hold itself steady and not drop this banner. It looks like it's completely exhausted, dehydrated, malnourished, but nonetheless standing very resolute.
Where is this?
It would be like in this courtyard-ish looking area here.
What's on the banner? I'm sorry, was this Stacy's thing that was going on?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
Oh, I just walked out of the room.
All right. What's on the banner?
Oh, I had it up. Give me a second.
The Nazi symbol, I think. We got our papers.
It's not too bad. That's no, not too far off. Actually, is what I meant to say. It looks you can inquire in it, just kind of whoever is passing by and hearing conversation just lets you know that it's Azrock's banner. This is the symbol of Azrock, but it looks to be a bloody handprint inside a hollow red triangle on a sheet of yellow dyed flesh.
Nice.
Did you show that to us, or are you just
But
describing
this
it?
banner is absolutely massive. Those passing by, and if you pay any sort of attention to this thing, they go on to explain that he's being punished. He spilled food on Azrock's lap, and he'll probably stand there until he dies.
Triggered. That'd be saying he's.
Did you share that image, Joe, or are you just describing it?
No, just describe it.
Yeah, I say we get some rest.
Yeah, we need our
You'd like
newbie
that, wouldn't you?
more potent.
I would like it.
So I did reveal everything in here. There are a number of areas which you can interact with, if you so desire. And that would be before you go and have dinner.
Do we have any desire, everybody?
I'm just trying to think of a way to do something about this suffering goblin, because I feel like I need to earn back some good points because of my banter earlier.
Well, I mean, you could give him a ration, a
And
water
some
skin.
water. Yeah.
Well, that just prolongs his suffering. They clearly just want him to die. So it might be like a mercy kill situation. I don't know.
Then just shank him.
I'm trying to decide whether that'll piss everybody off. I need is like a poison of some kind. This isn't good at all. This is not good points.
I could do a quiet magic missile on it.
Remind me, you were chaotic good, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And you're chaotic good, and you're seeing a creature being so lawful it's going to kill itself.
Ask for permission after.
Yeah. So, are any of maybe more important looking goblins standing around?
No, there's nothing paying attention to this thing.
Okay. Because I don't want to be stupid either. Is the thing, and like turn the whole town against us immediately. Because I do have wisdom. I've got that.
Do you mean eventually, but not immediately?
What?
Eventually, we're okay killing some of these guys that are torturing this young man.
Uh-oh, something's happening.
Like if something happens to where we would have to be in conflict with them, like I wouldn't feel bad about it. I don't know that I'm going to go out of my way to murder them since they've at least provided the opportunity for us not to fight.
All right, I've informed the GM.
So you guys do your thing, and I'm going to agonize about this for another minute or two. I'll think of something to do.
He might not put it now. He might wait till the next encounter, but I don't know how he's going to do it.
So we're in the Stacy and I are in the same resting quarters, and tidying up our packs. And I look over and I go, "Do you want to take usurp Mr. Ezrock? Is that one of our goals we want to?"
Why?
Oh, I'm sorry. Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Stacy in the resting quarters.
Oh, gotcha. Yep.
Yeah, you could usurp him and be the Goblin Queen down here too. I'd go for that if you're game.
Again, there's no point. I mean, he's got things pretty under control. I don't understand why you want to rock the boat. What are you, an anarchist?
Well, we've been taunted, straight bold-facedly taunted, and now we see this this goblin being tortured. You know, it might make you feel uncomfortable.
Okay,
if you're
Diablo
really
Bob, I'll make sure Stacy gets her
maybe
crit
not.
if
No,
we
I'm
next
not
time we get
uncomfortable
into
at
battle.
all. I'm, neutral standing. I don't care.
All right. I got no dog in this fight.
I'm in the other resting space they allotted to us. I'm kind of pacing back and forth. I appear to be talking to myself. Did you see those eyes? His eyes were weird. Yeah, something just not right. Did you see it?
Anyone else doing anything?
Liz is going to follow Stacy and Sling to go to the resting place.
Okay.
Thing as he enters, he says, "I wouldn't leave any of your belongings in here. Make sure if you leave the room, you take what you have with you. Just."
Yeah, they're not. I mean, these aren't terribly comfortable quarters. You're looking like maybe a cot. Nonetheless, a resting place. Nola, have you decided if you're going to do anything?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to approach the goblin, and I'm going to crouch down to his height, and I'm going to hold out a water skin, and I'm going to hold out I got rid of my short sword. A dart, I guess, like kind of in a way where I might like if you wanted to hurt
Offer him?
somebody, if you wanted to like So I'm trying to imply that he could choose between either the water or being killed, which would be his preference.
Oh, yeah. So immediately he kind of his eyes go big as he sees the dart, understanding what you're offering, and he looks to the water and kind of looks at you and looks to the banner, uh, seemingly like, would you help me?"
Oh. Yeah, but what does he mean by help?
Like, carry his load, help him so he can get a drink.
Oh, sure. I will do that. I will give him the water skin and put the dart away, and or I'll set down the water skin and then I'll take the sign and I'll hold it.
All right. So as you hold the sign for him, this thing doesn't shut up. I mean, he drinks the water, downs the entire thing, explains that he has been standing here for 2 days, no food, no water, and all he did was spill a little food, and someone's getting all uppity. Uh,
Yeah.
you know, it's a stupid mistake. I get it, but given that he's met
Celestian,
someone worth,
is it because there's no
sees
action?
worth,
Is that why you're
introduces
saying
himself
that?
as Salt Nose, and you can see that because he's got understand at least because he's got kind of white speckles all over his face,
Okay.
and explains,
Normally we're
thank you.
fighting all
You've
the
probably
time.
eased my suffering. I only got to stand here another day. If you have any food, I'll
Oh yeah.
scarf it now, and I'll take my banner back before anyone sees.
Yeah.
But I'll give you whatever
Having tea and
advice,
crumpets.
and stick around here for a little bit, and I'll talk to you about some of those things.
Yeah, I will definitely give him a ration now that I know that it's like a limited sentence, not like he's just being killed. So yeah, I'll do that, and I'll hold the sign, give him some food, and hang out with him.
All right. So during your time, he explains that you should seek out Prita Kripa. I want to put this in
All right.
chat.
Critically awesome essentials, 4 sales.
That she's odd. Don't judge her. She's pretty fucking scary, but she's not bad. She's been down here for a long time. She knows shit that others don't, and Azrock, and I mean, he's been scared of her for a long time. He explains that she's just down this hallway down here, down this corridor. Just
All right.
follow that to an end. You'll know who I'm talking about. It's the eyes. You'll understand.
Oh, okay.
She'll be able to give you some information. Anything
Creepa.
else that you might want to know, or might care to chat him up about while you're chatting here.
All right. I'll kind of describe a beholder to him, and I ask if that's what Prita is.
She's not.
Okay.
She it's a bad story. She'll tell it. She's not shy. But you're not far off.
All right. Well, let me know when you're ready. I'm sorry that you've been treated this way.
Creepa.
Nobody really deserves to be tortured like this.
Shit happens.
Yeah, I
Koopa.
guess.
Good news is, once I show them how that I made it through this punishment, they'll probably promote me.
That'd be good. That'd be good for you.
Creepa. Oh, I completed my goal today.
Yeah. And then once he's ready, I'll give him the sign back. How much time do we have before we're supposed to eat dinner? I kind of missed that.
You've got a number of hours.
All right. I'm gonna go into here to where Voila is.
Celestian,
Is she still babbling to herself?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think about asking if she's okay, but no. I'll leave her to her babbling. I'll head up here.
All right.
No, it's.
Yeah.
I figure in the time that we've adventured together, I know she's into some strange shit. Maybe so. Like maybe would Nola have found like if there's some unusual source to her power, or is Volov carving herself out like just a normal mage kind of thing?
I'm just a simple sleight of hand con artist. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, all right.
But you both
So yeah,
shoot like magic shit out of your hands,
that's
so
true. That's
you
true.
do share a commonality there.
Then I will ask if she is okay.
What? Oh, yeah, fine.
All
Where
right.
you been?
I decided to help that goblin. Um, I gave
Yeah,
him
this
some
shift
food and
key
some
is
water
fucked
and
up now.
held the sign for him for a bit. And he has told me that there's someone else nearby that I should talk to. I don't know specifically about what, but I was going to go find out before we go to the dinner. And I just wanted someone to know where I am in case I don't come back.
Oh, well, where are you going?
So
Do
there's
do you
a.
need company?
If you want to come, sure. We'll split the party. It's fine. Yeah.
Oh,
It's this
200 more
corridor to
XP.
the
What
east,
happened? Did
and
I
I'll
get it?
lead her that way.
That's not enough.
I figure if only a couple of us are missing,
Nope.
it's less suspicious than if all of us are missing. So.
So as you begin walking down that corridor, you see you've seen a statue of this. You
Okay, so I
see,
was
and
saying I'll
it's
try to remember.
followed by a number of like
Dead hand, yeah, fucking shift keys.
maybe scribes or servants.
Get used a lot, right?
But
So they
it
wear
begins
out and shit.
walking. It turns a
Oh,
corner and
sweet
walks
Jesus.
That's probably
straight down. You know, takes that corner, takes this angle, and continues to walk south. Not paying any attention to anything around whatsoever.
pretty creepy.
Okay.
Seeming as though he's just, those who know better will stay out of its way. Is what
Yeah.
you gather.
I roll a sanity check.
Given your passive perception, Nola, you see a button or a pin on its lapel. That's a Xanathar's guild.
Good. That's great. Awesome. Um, I'll just kind of give Voila a look, and continue on my way.
I shake
Like you
my
saw that,
head,
you
but
saw that, right?
follow.
That wasn't a hallucination. That was an actual thing that was there.
Yeah. No, saw it.
You look down the corridor, and as it's walking, and there are goblins, hobgoblins, captains alike. They have sucked up against the walls to allow this thing to pass.
Someone on the
That's
Kickstarter
bad
asked,
news.
It
"Are we
continues
likely
further
to see
south, and you
a
lose
quote
track of it through the
rest of the
corridors.
world friendly alpha access play?"
Its entourage continues kind of hovering around it as it walks.
All right. Do you want me to do like a roll to see if I know what that is, or should I just assume that I don't?
I would say at this point you assume you don't, unless you want to do some asking up top.
All right.
You can certainly task someone up there if you're.
Sure. I will proceed to where I believe the goblin was telling me to go. Down here.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to notice. That door is slightly ajar as you're walking in. There is no one down this area. Back here where the hallways go north-south, you saw a few people, pretty scarce, but as you entered this area, it's pointedly empty. You walk forward and
Run.
can see into that room, and what you see is like a shriveled old woman, but
Oh
it
my god, it's
looks
that
like
woman.
two beholder eye stalks are sprouting from her eye sockets. Her
Oh.
mouth
the
is
fuck?
probably twice as large as it should be, just a massive grin of pointed teeth. And she wears what looks to be like a loose fitting, translucent frogman cloak.
Okay.
like it's the skin of something. Like this is to for the kids out there. There's this show Men in Black, not the new one, but there's an old one. It looks like an Edgar suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're all fairly old here, so we all get that one.
How dare you?
Now that I see it, I will remember. Oh, well, by the way, Salt Nose, which is the goblin's name, which is an adorable goblin name. You mentioned that the person we're going to talk to is, I guess, unsettling. So just be prepared for that. But she said that they won't harm us. And that they'll probably have some information for us.
One of its eye stalks kind of perks up as you become visible, and it's odd in only the fact that it's facing the other way, and the eye stalk itself looks backwards.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear this old woman's voice pointedly says, "Nola, we've been expecting you."
You like what?
Oh, you've been over here already.
No, I have not, and now I'm terrified. But that's okay. I can do this. And the worst that will happen is that I'll die horribly. That's just something that happens to everybody, so it's fine.
No big deal.
Doesn't happen
Yeah.
to everybody. It only
Her
happens to certain people's characters.
her
Yeah.
other eye
Harambe.
stalk whips around, and she says, "You brought a friend. This was not foretold. Who is this?"
This is Voila. She is a mage of some power. She's been fairly instrumental in my not dying recently, which is cool. I
You
don't.
and her.
Yeah, I mean, there's more of us, but she was like closer by, and I wanted to tell her where I was, and she asked if I wanted company. I was like, sure. So that's
She
my.
as you're rambling, she walks over and puts her hand on your shoulder and says, "You're growing. It's lovely to see."
Um, uh, what what is? So you have some kind of power of foresight or some extra perception that most don't
Matter
have?
it matters not. What matters is
Okay,
that you're here. I know why you've come. I believe I can share at least a little bit of information, and I've got a task for you.
cool.
Party pack, Taco Bell.
First of all, don't fight Azrock. You will die.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Second, the ring belongs to who you think.
Um,
Don't stare. It's
do you have
rude.
any maybe foresight into what Azrock will ask in exchange for the ring?
No, sorry.
Okay, that's all right. Salt Nose mentioned that you might have a story for me.
Oh, a story and a task. Really all the same thing this many years.
Cool.
So, goes on to tell quite a lengthy story as she does not see many visitors. Um, Goes off on tangents. You hear of different things that don't really matter whatsoever, but you allow her to just speak as you sit down, share tea. Um, you feel very welcomed, very calm, very at ease. Speaks about how Prita was the servant of a mage named Arcturia.
Ah,
And Arcturia was, uh, for lack of a better word, an apprentice of Hallister. They're not really known for their kindness. She managed to do this to me, and she understands you understand what she's talking about.
right.
Thing is, Arcturia used the blood of a magical man um, as a material component when she transformed her creatures. I want you to free this man.
Okay. Do you have his name?
Yes, it's Alusair.
Okay. Sorry, that was an out of character gasp. My character doesn't know who that is. Um.
I know he's a prisoner in her realm, Arcturia Dome. It is far, far below us. You will not reach it for some time. You will know when you do. I ask that you free this man.
And I'll assume I'll know him when I see him, probably in some kind of contraption or whatever.
You'll have another quest that I'll throw and make available to you. She also shares a couple of secrets, which I will throw in the notes section of wherever the hell I put that stuff.
In the secrets and rumors.
Actually, I think there's a quest you guys have, different secrets that you've learned throughout your time here. This is the first. And the second secret that I'll put those in the in there during the game or after the game.
Well, I'm not there, so I don't know.
Nether Skull, the Death Tyrant. That sounds bad. I'm super excited for all of this now. This is great. I love this game. This module rocks.
All we have to do is survive.
That's easy. I mean, we haven't died yet, so.
So you share tea, maybe a little something to eat, but nothing very big. Anything. I mean, other than this elaborate story she goes through and tells, kind of a history and where she is and what she is. She lets you know that Azrock used to just stay away from her. Her appearances matter down here, but lately he's asked us for our help. They've understood that the Legion itself, his Legion of Azrock, has understood that the Drow have begun infiltrating this level in an attempt to begin to take Skullport.
I see.
If they take Skullport, the next target's the surface, and it's just something we won't allow.
Yeah, I give Voila a knowing look. I think we'll be on board for stopping that.
Oh, for sure.
I knew you would.
Um,
Anything else that you want to discuss with her?
Not immediately. Just kind of thank her for the story and for talking with us, and we will do our best to free this man and make it that far. Is there anything else that we can do for you?
Just if the time ever comes, don't harm me.
Okay.
Yeah, Sling telepaths into his mind. The question is, what have I forgotten to ask?
And if you do think of something that you forgot to ask, just let me know.
I'll ask her. Is there something I'm forgetting to ask? You seem to know my mind and my history and.
Oh, that old trick's a bit limited.
Okay. Have you do you know anything about the throne of the coronal at all?
Well, it's lost.
Okay, so you don't know if it's on. You don't know if it's down here. We had heard that it might be down.
I imagine if you find it, it'll be quite the treasure for your people.
Hopefully. Well, thank you again. We'll leave you be. Thank you for the tea and the hospitality and the mortal terror. But
how did you know it was down? You said it was down here.
I spoke to what seemed to be some kind of mock-up of the Mad Mage himself. I wore this mask and I went in like this portal and he had me ask him 3 questions, and one of the questions was
Lie.
where one of the questions was one of the answers would be a lie. One of
Hallister. It's Hallister and his tricks. He's always playing games.
yeah, but yeah, one of the questions was what floor or what level it might be on if it's down here, and he said the 3rd, which might have been the lie.
What else did he tell you?
You guys are
What
beating
else
up on
did
me
he
in
tell
chat.
me? There's that thing. I asked him where I could find the body of Krisana Razar, and he said I wouldn't. And
Yeah, well,
the other one,
that's not a lie.
yeah, I figure that now. And then I think the other one was where we could find Skullport, and he said the 5th level, which I think is technically true. And from what I understand,
You
it
said
takes
what?
up 3 levels. That where I could find Skullport, and he said the 5th level. I believe.
There's your lie.
Really?
It's 3rd, I thought.
So the throne might be on this level. It might be in one of those rooms they couldn't open and they don't care about. Don't tell them I said that.
If this thing said exactly the way that you phrased it, that is he and you definitely have. If what you're saying is exactly true, and you remember and you're telling me what you're telling me, that is your lie. You have 2 truths and 1 lie.
Yeah, the Skullport,
Alistair plays games, but he
the
plays them.
Skullport thing or the throne thing is the lie.
The Skullport, that is not on the 5th level.
Okay.
You're not even that far from it. You're
Yeah,
stone's throw.
yeah. The river probably led that way, is what we understand. We'll get there eventually, and hopefully, no more than like 2 more of us will die. We'll see.
Giggles, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you again. We'll be on our way. We will definitely have this in my mind, looking for this man and not harming you if should ever come to something like that.
Greatly appreciate it.
Yep. Yeah, we'll be on our way.
All right, head back to rest for the
Yep.
evening.
And I will go and just tell everybody what the hell just happened.
You open the door
Sounds
to
good.
where we are, and it's just 3 skeletons.
Oh, you all have holes in your skulls for some reason.
Yeah.
3 of us died.
Is there for any reason you guys want to do a short rest? Should I roll a short rest for you?
Yes, please.
Yeah, it'd give me some key points back. And I'll probably spend a hit die.
I get
All right,
nothing.
so you're able to do a short rest. And at the end of that short rest, it will be time for dinner.
All right.
You'll be summoned back to
It's
there.
dinner time, everybody.
Same room? Alright.
Yep.
So before we go, I'm going to say, hey, sir, are you saying the throne's on this level? Is that what?
That's my understanding. There's those 2 buildings that they couldn't open, and they're just kind of leaving for us to look through. So I think maybe one of those might lead to it. I don't know. We'll find out. Also,
So we need to play it cool.
play it cool and do not fight Azrock. The tentacle lady was very clear that would end badly for us.
Tentacle lady.
All right, so you sit down and begin to enjoy a large meal. Plenty of wine, plenty of ale. You are not going to go hungry tonight.
Cool.
Is there any particular topics of conversation you'd like to bring up?
This meat is excellent. What is?
You shouldn't have asked that.
Oh.
Retcon.
If your stories are true, sir, that is your kill, or at least some of it.
No, I'm good with that.
Chimera?
Yeah.
I can't decide if Nola is okay with that or horrified by it, but she'll keep eating. Probably a little of both.
I fork her plate and say, "You don't want this? Okay."
I'm eating it!
Alright. Little fork fight.
I'm sure they've eaten plenty of us. It's what they deserve.
Well, as you can imagine, there's few sources of protein.
Yep.
Not at least not packed in like this.
I got your source of protein right here.
You know, mushrooms are proteins, right?
Are they really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Now you know.
I'm allergic to mushrooms. That's why I never bothered to figure that out.
Oh. Well, too bad.
So we eat the thing that we killed. Nice.
Yep.
And
Flesh.
and Nola tells us all the stuff we need to know. Nice.
Before we got to the
before we came here. And then we'll say to Azrock, thank you for honoring us with this meal.
So
you're
this
most
about
welcome.
His ring.
Yeah, the So I saw the ring you wear. It bears the crest of the Rosnar family. That family has asked for information or confirmation of the fate of the bearer of that ring. I'm assuming that they met their end at your hand or one of your servants' hands. I have
Great
no
GM has rated the channel.
I have no ill will for it. I'm
Welcome,
not here
Great
to like
GM and Great GM
take
viewers.
any kind of
Thank
revenge
you for
or
the
anything.
raid.
But I would like the ring
yeah.
so that I could give this family
Great
closure.
GM raid, everybody.
You said you might have a task that might be suitable.
Yeah. So he does confirm, yes, that he met a gentleman, is it Crescendo?
I have to, in order to keep my face in the middle of the thing,
Rosnar?
I have to
He
tilt
kind of
this
goes through like this
uncomfortable
little shit means nothing to me routine.
angle.
He came here. He was making progress with Xanathar's guild. He fucked that up. So then he came to me. He was rude. He was insulting, and he paid the price for it.
I would like to remind all
fair.
viewers that if you
Humans
see
can
me
be
yawning,
dicks.
I say this
That,
all the time.
and he was essentially trying to set up a slavery ring.
It is not because I'm bored.
Oh, good. Okay.
His family was apparently a little down in the dumps. He wanted to make some cash, get rid of some enemies, and help my cause. I think it was probably more the cash than anything.
Yep.
So I took this, and I kind of described it differently before, but he shows you the severed finger with the ring on it.
Oh, okay.
Hanging from a cord around his neck, before I threw him to the Otyug.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I have no desire to avenge anything, and it sounds like he wasn't necessarily deserving of revenge either. But I think the ring is required for the family to kind of understand that we have the information they need. I'd be willing to trade for it, or if there's something you need done, I might be willing to do that.
He'll ask some time to think about it.
Sure. Of course.
He can't guarantee when he'll give an answer, but he will definitely give you one at some point.
All right.
Before you leave this area.
Okay.
Anything else that you guys care to bring up while you're having supper? Any questions you might have? Any information you might seek?
Oh, I would like to ask him, in getting to Skullport, is there a best way or easiest way?
We can walk there, or you can float there. If you care to walk, just head a little west and south. If you care to float there, jump in the river.
Okay, great. And
Don't probably
I'll
don't.
say. Oh, go ahead.
We just don't. Don't. How to put it delicately? Don't walk in like you own the place.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Um, these buildings you've tried to open in this other area over here.
Yeah.
What what all? Do you have any notes on like things you tried to do, or was there anyone we can talk to who was in charge of trying to open those places, or is that just kind of something it didn't open, so you just kind of left it alone?
Yeah, so Azrak actually looks towards Lurkana when you bring this topic up, and she seems a bit like ashamed to say what she's going to say, but she says I wasn't completely honest. We
Oh,
can
cool.
get in them. We
Ah,
just don't care to. And if you care to, perhaps that would secure some of the area for us. The She kind of brings up I think you've seen this before. Give me just a second. It was a drow symbol that I can't find right now. Perfect. Fuck.
You can't find it.
She says this was is it Avrindar family?
ah.
The little bitch Triss. We found this key on her body, and she kind of flips the key and throws it into the middle of the floor or into the middle of the table. It's yours. I will warn you. Those drow are shifty as fuck.
Shifty
Those
AF.
rooms, whoever entered didn't leave.
All right.
I wish you the best of luck.
Shit, everybody! I just
If you can
downloaded
clear them out,
Acquisitions
Really?
it
Incorporated.
lets us. Wow, I don't wish
Secret
you ill will.
WotC files.
Okay.
It's basically the same thing.
I shall begin my
All right.
conversion tomorrow morning.
I'll take the key.
Excellent.
Acquisition Incorporated. Thank you. And no, I cannot show it on stream. I was specifically told not to do that.
That's about all
I can tell
I
you
have
about it.
for
I just
asking
can't show you.
questions.
Acquisitions Incorporated.
Anything from anyone else?
You talked
Not for
about
me.
throwing that guy to the Bovrock, something like that.
In audio.
Where would that be? Because I think I'd kind of like to not accidentally fall into that space.
Yeah. Larkana explains we walked past it. It was where we were dragging some of the bodies.
Ah.
Just stay back. It's got some tentacles.
Sling looks over at Nola and puts both of his hands with the palms and his fingers hanging down. He goes, what about the... He told us about...
What the
fuck?
I'm trying to look like a mind flayer, okay?
Oh.
It's a quick little flash.
Oh, like a little squid face. Yeah.
Yeah, squid face. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah,
I didn't say anything. I just, do you want to bring that up?
Not really. I mean, I think it's fairly clear that it's a representative of Xanathar's guild, and we want to not be near them ever.
I give him a wink.
Cool.
Yeah, you certainly would have been able to discuss that ahead of time, whether or not
All right.
the kind of topics you might
Yeah.
say don't bring up.
Yeah, I would have mentioned the emblem we saw, and that the goblins down here were definitely very deferential and or scared of it. which is natural because I am also terrified of it for some reason.
Excellent. Okay. With that, you conclude dinner. None of you showed any sort of anything other than honor to this hobgoblin. Lurkana excuses Azrak as he walks away. She thanks you for maintaining your decorum. Lets you know that you have complete roam of this area. Your name's in our record and our guards. You will not be harassed or bothered in the slightest.
All right. Well, thank you for the dinner.
And with that, you can head back to your spots and take a long rest if you'd like.
We will for the newbie's sake.
Right?
Don't say I never gave you nothing.
Give me
Give me just a second.
Give me 240 XP, CJ. You give it to me.
Yeah, I've got some. I've got to push out here.
Quest eeps. The best kinds of eeps.
Those are the best kind. Usually not as much, but always more meaningful.
You don't have to grind for that. You can just,
right.
Just
all you gotta
do the
say
quest.
the right shit.
Yep. Click the right dialogue options.
Nola, before too long, a message comes
Dino
over.
time. That's right.
From Azrak. You read the letter and it reads, "Show your devotion. Show you're a true friend. Help my cause, and the ring is yours."
Holy Christ! This Acquisitions Incorporated is 224 pages.
Did we get any grasp of what his cause is?
That's gonna just be my
is
life
it eliminating the drow? Because we can do that.
Yep, eliminating drow, and probably encouraging his legion to grow within the same area. Hobgoblins, goblins, goblinoids of every way, shape, or form. That's who he's gathering.
All right.
It seems as though he's I wouldn't say in league with, but he is definitely not on the bad side of the Xanathar's Guild, who is running Skullport.
Right.
So strengthening Skullport's position so that the drow can't attack, that sort of thing.
All right. I'll share that with the party, and I'll kind of look to Stacy. How much fun are you having being Queen of the Goblins?
She kind of shrugs, like, it's okay. It's not really doing much for me.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to tell you what to do with your flock, but it might also buy us some goodwill if we maybe sent those 20 goblins we have down to live with these guys. They would probably be safer down here. They'd have more of a community just to support them, and then we wouldn't have to worry about them anymore. Not that we were worrying about them. You probably weren't worrying about them at all.
So Sling goes, hey, quick question. When you're with Petra, did she seem to like Azrak, or was that don't mess with him because he's evil, or what was the impression you got?
It was don't mess with him because he would kill us. I don't think she's. I don't have any reason to think that she's fond of Azrak, but like he avoided her for a while, is what she was saying, and now I think he's been asking her for some help. Is that correct?
Yeah. So I'll make one small observation.
Yep.
The word she used, and she was very specific when it came to things about wording. She said you would die.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. She seemed pretty certain.
Okay with that. We can kill him. Shut that other eye.
Maybe it's just
Love you, Nola, man. We love you. I'm kidding.
maybe it's just that I shouldn't fight him, so you guys can fight him, and then we'll all be fine.
That just sounds like what
I don't like it.
Liz. Liz steps in. I don't like
If
All right, I'll long rest you here.
yeah, if things go awry, then we'll reevaluate our options regarding Azrock. But for now, I think it's in our best interest to play along or just like not antagonize him if we can help it.
Along with that note about the ring, the person who actually delivered it, and this is me retconning shit, was Lorcana. Again, personally thanking you for dinner, but then also speaking about Azrock's dagger. She's going to offer a reward for the safe return of her husband's magic dagger.
All right, where did he lose it, or where was it taken from him?
Oh, give me a second here. I thought I had that.
Or the Drow took it, because they're bastards.
By dagger, you mean a weapon, right?
What else would he mean by dagger?
So I'll make some generalizations in the conversation here, but she emphasizes that without the dagger, the invading Drow and the Xanathar Guild might conquer Storm. It's Storm Kuldar, which is the area you're in right now. And it might become either one of those, if they were to get the dagger, might become immensely powerful. She does then remind you that her husband's legion, or her lover's legion, has never once threatened Waterdeep. Whether the Drow or that the guild, if they grow too powerful, just might.
So it kind of
She-
sounds like
she-
maybe you also want Skull.
We want the. I mean, she's giving you a reward to the dagger,
Okay.
but kicking back the Xanathar's guild so that Storm Kildar's troops could take over Skullport might not be a bad route to go.
All right.
She knows that the thieves who stole the dagger were Duergar of Clan Iron Eye, and she thinks that they might still be hiding in Skullport. She suggests you search Skullport first
All right.
and lets you know how to get to Skullport, which is the hallway right outside your building here and
Okay.
south. Or, of course, the river. You could go that route.
All right.
She-
Go ahead.
She also suggests that you speak to the Skullport's ambassador.
Is that the squid face
Yep.
guy? Okay.
To see if he knows anything. She cautioned that you should not harm the ambassador in any way, so that they don't have tension.
Right.
Tension between Xanathar's guild and Storm Kildar.
All right. We have some prior business in Skullport. So do we want to, as a group, do we want to head that way first, or do we want to try these rooms? I'm sure we've got time to do it all, or most of it. But what do we want to do first?
The rooms might get you the ring, right?
I think the rooms might find us the throne, possibly, or it'll it'll contribute towards the ring, probably by earning more goodwill.
All right, so I've finally got everything else. Trying to do two things at once here. Sorry, everything else done up, and XP for conversation and the different things you've done down through this evening.
All right,
Anyone
so
that's going to level up, I think I gave a long rest already.
Yeah,
Let me know if I
You
did.
did.
But you can level up if you need to.
Okay.
10,500 more XP. We can do this.
Wait, what the fuck is
And
the
then
one
I'll
I
be
want?
able to
Combat
run
wild shape.
on water.
Moon.
And lava
Yeah.
too, if I wanted. I get hurt.
Circle of
I
the
can
moon.
do it.
Still hurt, yeah.
Do it.
Or
Level
any other
3.
liquid surface.
Do it.
Or vertical surfaces, also.
All
Really?
right.
Yep. As long as I don't end my turn on it, then I can traverse
Oh,
it as if I was
as long as you're
walking normally.
moving. Yeah. Nice.
But I can move 150 feet around. So that's
All right.
a lot.
I got circle.
Like the
Circle of the
Flash.
moon. I got wild
Oh
shape.
yeah, monks are the shit.
Library. No, not
So
library.
you seemed pretty keen to find this
Spells.
a way to get this ring. Should we start there?
Wild shape.
Yeah, that's probably
You know,
getting the
there's
dagger.
likely two options. One is you can do as he asks, and maybe he's truthful enough to give you the thing. The other is steal it.
Yeah.
Monks are the
Oh, the what?
the thieves that can go in and take it.
It's that conscience that plays with them a little bit, though.
We're not thieves. We're
Oof.
acrobats.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So are we going after the dagger then?
Yeah, and that would be the Skullport, and then we have gold for a Harper agent. I don't say this in front of anyone that's not us, by the way.
Yeah, no,
Uh, we have a payment for a Harper agent hiding in Skullport. And if we deliver that, we might have a place to stay there in case things go bad here, or if we just don't want to live amongst goblins.
Yeah, we can come back and check for the throne. What's the significance of the throne?
So the throne, bring that up. It was a throne belonging to Siglaith Audark, who was the last coronel of Illifarn, which was
Third level is
an
nothing?
elven
What the fuck?
nation in the north here. In fact, where the Mad Mage built their tower was on some of the
Oh
ruins of
man,
the
third
capital
level's
city of
nothing. Fuck
Illifarn,
that.
which then became Waterdeep. This has been lost for, I think, at least centuries. But it would be a powerful artifact and a symbol for my people if we were able to recover it. There are many elves in the north who would like to return to some kind of prominence to have their own nation here,
Oh, I don't have it open.
and this might help in that endeavor.
One click through it. Open it.
Wood elves or high elves? Both.
believe so.
Yeah, kind of elves in general.
What's
Definitely.
the all-encompassing high and wood elves name? I forget what the name of it.
So, I don't know that one. I think the name for the gods is the Seldarine, I think, which is the pantheon of elven gods. There is a word, I don't know what it is immediately. But yeah, so it'd be the wood elves, and then there's wild elves, and then sun elves and moon elves, which are both kind of high elves. And that's your lore for today.
I
The
like
more you know. Okay. Anyone? Where are we at? What are we doing?
Skullport, I think. I'm going to Skullport.
That's where we think the dagger went.
Yeah, they said
And we've
Wait,
got
I should
other
just look at
business there,
the.
so yes.
I should
yeah,
look at the
clan of Duergar. They think took the dagger, and
I
I
should
think they're
look at
still hiding out in
Bob's
Skullport.
incredible
So
things.
yeah,
Yeah. The only other thing she encouraged you to speak with the ambassador.
I don't want to speak to the ambassador.
Yeah,
we
I
want-
just
200.
wanted to make sure that you remember.
Yeah. Do we want to speak to the squid face guy before we go? Since I don't have charisma,
CR1?
I'm not sure how I can ask about the dagger and not let him know that we're looking for the dagger.
That's where a
CR1,
tiefling
no
comes
flying
in.
or fishing.
Are we not supposed to say we're looking for a dagger?
No flying or swimming.
Well, if
Right here.
Duergar or has it been? Yeah.
there's a non-zero chance that this was
Dionysus?
stolen by or on the orders of someone in Xanathar's guild. Because there is obviously, assuming that Xanathar knows
Brown
about
bear?
it, they would want it. It sounds like so.
Mm.
I'm not sure how many people we should ask about this.
Do you think it would be better to ask about Duergar that have been around recently then? Maybe he might still be able to help us find them.
Sure. I'll let you take the lead on that.
Yeah, we want to present it in a way that we're looking for them as friends, not as.
Not necessarily. Just we can probably keep it neutral. Like, we're looking for some Duergar. Do you know where we can find some Duergar?
Theononicus?
I don't know. I'm not a talker.
Yeah, plus you really haven't had many interactions with the Mind Flayer.
Yeah.
You definitely know everyone else kept the fuck away from him.
Yeah.
Oh, I see how you were doing
I don't
it.
need to know what it
CR1.
is to know that I'm terrified of it, because it has a squid face and it's very tall.
I just like them all in wild shape myself.
Things aren't supposed to have squid faces.
Can they read your mind?
I don't know. I don't know anything about Mind Flayer,
Direwolf?
or whatever that is. I have never seen one of those. We saw a statue of one. I don't know what it is. I've never seen them before seeing that statue, and now this thing. And I don't
Giant
want to
spider,
die.
I might use that one.
Yeah, well, it sure as hell scared the goblins. I mean, they were all pretty afraid of it.
What do you think it does with its tentacles?
Alright, that ought to be good for now. Those are the ones I'll change into. Nice.
Okay,
Alright, so now that I've given you an option that you probably don't want to do.
Oh no, it's I think so. Voila, are you willing to go talk to him? We'll come along for moral support.
So I'm pretty sure Voila doesn't actually know any better. So we'll actually go talk.
The diplomat.
Alright, so before you head out, Voila says, no, I will go ahead and follow up with them. Is anyone going with Voila to do this?
I will, just to return the favor.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I need to go.
Okay.
That's awful brave of you, newbie.
Okay, I'm not going.
I am now more terrified.
Yeah, I'm staying.
Sounds good. So you can make your way down to his office here.
Sling will go to.
You knock. You are explained that you will need an appointment if you care to bother the ambassador. How long are you willing to wait?
Oh, no worries. What's her name? Lurkana. I don't know, whatever. Lurkana said we should stop by and say hi before we went to Skullport. But if you don't have time for visitors, we'll just go to Skullport anyway.
So this thing kind of. What perception have you guys got?
I've got all right. I think it's 16 for me. Yep.
Yeah, I don't think mine's as great as
does
that,
anyone?
but...
It's kind of an out of. Anyone's used to like streets, bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy, no, but I've been doing fight clubs.
You're a faction agent, yeah. Sling, you're definitely. Yeah. This dude wants to get paid.
Aha.
And slip this guy some cash, and you're likely going to see the ambassador right away.
I slip him 5 gold.
Ah, the ambassador will see you in just a moment.
Oh, that's very handy.
Oh, you're very friendly with these folks.
He arranges some paperwork, walks into the room, and you are now allowed an audience with this Mind Flayer. As you walk up, he does not offer for a place for you to sit. It is standing itself behind a desk. You are standing on the other side of the desk. It does not make any sound. It looks towards each of you in turn.
Because I rolled really bad in that wisdom check, I kind of go, "What are you?"
It does not. I mean, you don't hear it speak or see its mouth move. Nola, as you squeak that out slightly, you hear "you're better" in your head. Voila and Sling do not hear that.
Okay.
The way it comes across is like something of the deep. It is stretched out, ominous,
It's a thing that should not be.
ill. Like this shouldn't be in my head.
Yeah.
So Sling says, "Thank you for honoring our request to see you, Ambassador. Voila has a request for some information." He hands it up to Voila.
So as Sling says that, he turns to look at and stares at Voila.
Yes, we have some business in Skullport, and I was wondering if you could give us some advice on where to find some of the folks um, that we're looking for. There's some Duergar that we'd be interested in talking to, and um, I tail off there because I've forgotten much of what I've been told up till now because I'm staring at the squid face.
You kind of like just and begin to stop talking. Both your companions stare at you, dumbfounded as well. Like, how did you last that long speaking to this thing?
Yeah.
It presents its idea into your mind as though actually, Voila, what you see is
199, 148.
not so much the understanding of like vocal language, is more like
Yeah, by the way, guys, if we don't
pictures
ever
of your
get to combat, you guys will
past,
get your XP back. I'll
feelings that you've
refund them.
had when you found your sister, and the realization that if you go to Skullport, you'll experience this again.
So I haven't done these that you guys have redeemed because I don't do them until they actually happen. If not, I hit the X and you get your points back. If they work, I hit the
He
green.
then
And that's how it
slides a
works.
piece of paper over towards you on the desk. And on the paper reads this. Another kind of secret of the underground. Next is the thought or the encouragement that you should rather do something like this rather than go to Skullport. The servant then walks over and ushers you out of the room.
All right, when we get out of the room, I'm going to say, "Hey, I think we've been there. Isn't that Willow Creek thingy? That looked familiar."
It's possible it
The
hit
thing where
200,000
our first guy
by 9
died?
o'clock.
Yeah, the dude with the mirror or that whole forest thing with the birds and
Probably. But now there's a green dragon there.
yeah, downriver.
How
heard
much
it
does
roar.
how much does Voila tell us?
I probably wouldn't say anything, but there are tears on my face. But I would pass you the note.
All right.
Yeah, if you had backed away, you would already seen it. But here,
I will awkwardly pat Voila on the shoulder. And read the thing. So are we not going to Skullport then?
Well, we should though.
Because if we want to delay it, we can do other things. Not necessarily the thing he wants us to do, but other things. Like if you want us to do like 10,000 XP worth of stuff before we head to Skullport, we can do that.
Not to put some arbitrary measure on this, but that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, we're all thinking of Liz.
Yeah, that's for Liz's benefit.
Yeah, because it doesn't benefit the rest of us at all, right?
No.
So were you thinking of trying to explore the sealed rooms in between, or what else would you do?
That is definitely on the list. I mean, I don't know what kind of things the Drow might have in store for people who go into those rooms. Maybe we can ask some of the goblins if they know by chance. I don't know. So it's not something that I want to do blindly, but it's something we could do.
Right. I think she said everybody who went in didn't come back out, though.
Right.
So
Except
I don't know if there's anybody to ask.
we went up against a bunch of drow. Took them down. Yeah, we lost a guy. I know.
Did we? All right.
I forget what his name was.
Quickly to memory.
He seemed pretty nice.
Gosh, wow.
Are you okay, Rob?
No, I'm fine. No, it's not a problem.
Okay, all right. So yeah, if Voila wants to delay going to Skullport, then the sealed room should probably be our next venture. We can go back to the rest of the party and discuss that.
Okay.
When you guys get back, I inform everybody that I can change into all kinds of fucking fantastic shit now.
Hot damn.
We love
it. If you can avoid it, try not to become a bear and then block our hallway.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Yeah, and I look over him with my spell book open and I go, "How do you spell your name?"
I'm definitely gonna remember this one. I'm definitely gonna. No,
Exactly.
I'm not gonna remember,
Remember it.
guys. I'm just not gonna. Yep. Oh God. All right. So you would like to head back over
Yeah.
to the other part of town?
Yeah,
Where
if everyone else is cool with it.
So are these 3 buildings right here close to us the ones that we were talking about, or are there 2 other ones that were?
I think there's 2 down here in the other section.
Ah, okay, yeah, and that's what we're gonna start with.
Yep, that's what she was talking about.
Yeah,
These
okay,
ones
gotcha.
up here are the only buildings that you really haven't been in. Is this smaller building? You haven't. No one's talked about it. No one's discussed it. No one's entered or exited. You see guards posted outside. This one appears to be Azrock and Lorcana's quarters. That's where they head when they leave, or when they've left you each of the times that you've been with them. And this last room out here, you haven't really seen anyone enter. Sorry, you haven't seen anyone. No, I take that back. At some point in time, you would have seen someone, like one of the goblins that the goblins that took the treasures from you guys. They walked into this room and walked out without it.
Treasure room. Gooey center.
Guards posted on that one as well. The rest of the area, you really haven't. There's not a whole lot of. There's like a spot down here that's. Yeah, I don't even think I should have pointed that out, but there you go.
There's a third door over here in this other section. Was that door intact when we went by it, or is that just like a completely ruined building?
Where's that?
Down where I have a gold arrow next to it.
By the river.
No, it's just not. Yeah, it's like a cave-in.
All right.
I think it just got forgot to get colored in, like
Okay.
some of the other ones. There's a few spots like that.
Yeah. All right.
Do we want to swing by Petra and share some of the info and ask her some more questions, or head to that room?
If you guys want to talk to her, it's up to you.
Hey, does someone in the chat
Like,
know where? Someone told me there was free
I
dungeon
don't know that she's all
of the
knowing.
Mad Mage
is the
maps
thing,
that are better than
so
these. Does anybody know where that
You
comes
seem to think
from?
that there was a limit to the things that she knew, particularly about me.
Let's head to the room. Lucinda, or whatever her name was, said there.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm
you're gonna head
thinking it'll hit
over
a
to the other part of
500,000.
the where
I
you killed
predicted
the
1
drow.
million before.
Is that what
Yeah,
you're
I
talking
think
about?
that's
Yeah.
So does anybody know about those? Somebody
All right,
told me
can
and
you
I
arrange
forgot.
yourselves?
I'm gonna try to get Joe the other map so we don't have to use these anymore. But
And you know that is there's this
I
room.
can't find
There's
them.
this. Sorry, there's this
God damn
place,
it, it's hot in here.
and then there's this one up north. Those are
Yep.
the two
Yeah,
spots that
I'm gonna
they
get up and open
that
the
really
door
didn't have anything to do
because
with.
it's fucking hot in here.
All right.
Everybody gonna see me
This
in
door
my.
has a lock on it, I assume.
Correct.
You guys are gonna
I'm
see
going
me
to
in
listen
my.
at the
You're
door.
gonna see my legs. My
There is
my
no
pasty
sound
white
to be
legs.
heard.
Everybody.
I'm going to knock on the door.
A knock raps. No
All
answer
right,
comes.
maybe I have to open the back door too and get
All right.
a breeze going in here. I don't know.
I kind of motion for Sling
Alexa,
and
bedroom light
Stacy
on.
to kind of maybe just get a little
Yeah, that's
space
pretty
in
cool.
case something like rushes out of here. I don't know if it will. And then I will put the key in the keyhole and I will turn the key. And that's where I get disintegrated.
The door unlocks.
Everybody ready?
Ready.
I open the door.
All right, you open the door, and there is a single goblin's body on the floor, directly in front of the door. As you push it open, it doesn't really block the door at all, but you can definitely tell it was there. It is like it's not covered, like it's not wrapped, but you see cobwebs on it. You see spider webs, rather, not cobwebs.
All right.
As you open the door a bit more, and kind of standing back and just peering inside, letting some light get in so you can see. There are cobwebs, spider webs all throughout this room. On the far end of the hallway and at the end of the room, you see what looks to be a 3-foot tall oval mirror which hangs on the wall. On the walls themselves and carved into the stone frames are eerily realistic spiders. They almost appear to twitch and crawl as you watch them.
I look at the ceiling.
Much of the same.
All right. I don't trust mirrors. I think that's kind of a thing we need to have down here is no trusted mirrors. I'm going to shoot a laser at one of those spider carvings that look realistic. Just to see what
Sounds good.
happens.
Pretty easy to hit. Right on mark. There is no scorch on the wall.
Cool. Any reaction from the spider things?
There does not appear to be.
Okay. Liz, I think it's safe if you want to go in.
Uh-huh.
Kidding.
We don't want to jog up and get more goblins, so you're up, Liz.
Yeah. I will take a step in. I'm gonna hand the key to Stacy in case this door closes.
Okay. So yeah, you step into the
So
threshold
you're
and
gonna hand me the key and trust that I won't lock you in.
It's you or Liz.
Okay.
All right.
The door doesn't do anything. You do stand on the threshold of the door.
I will step further in.
As you step further in, I lied. The mirror is on the far wall here.
Gotcha.
You
All right.
now finally notice this small-ish oval mirror.
I'm going to take a second to inspect the goblin. Is there any indication of how he died?
Looks like his throat was cut.
Interesting. Step further in. I'm trying to be careful not to touch the walls if possible.
Yeah, that's not a problem. You're able to walk easily enough and make your way through without touching anything.
All right. Can I see anything distinct about the mirror from here?
No, it looks like a mundane mirror. You see yourself reflected, and the room itself reflected.
Why does that terrify me? I will step closer to the mirror because I don't learn lessons.
As you get closer to the mirror, within say 5 feet, 10 feet or so, your form vanishes,
Oh,
and
it's
you
bad.
see the mirror itself kind of it's obscured by smoke, um, as though there's smoke moving beyond the mirror. And darker in the background, you see what looks to be 8 eyes and a large body staring back at you.
Here we go.
I look away and I step back.
As you step back towards the edge of the room, the smoke once again disappears and you see your reflection.
Okay. I will head back out. So there's a mirror in there, and when you get close to it, it seems to shift to like it might be some kind of portal or something, and there's definitely a bad thing beyond the portal.
A bad thing.
It had like I think 8 eyes and like a big bulbous body or something. Like it maybe a spider, but it might not have been a spider. It might have been like it might have spiders on the brain because drow and all that.
You want to lock this door with a key and move on, or
Sure, we can see what's in the other room. Then we'll come back to this if we need to. And have the key back, Stacy.
There you go. So
Thank you. I will lock the door.
All right.
And next time we'll open the next one?
I think so.
Alright.
You make your way over. That door as well is locked. And that's where we'll end it for tonight. You guys did quite a lot of story stuff revealed. So yeah, I'm going to have some work to do, preparing some stuff and getting stuff detailed for you next week.
yeah, this is a good storyline.
It's going to take us 3 months to get to Skullport.
I hope not.
I've
It's
told
just
people
around the corner. It can't take that long.
Oh, yes, it can.
this is level 3, and we're on our 18th session, so it's gonna take us 2 years to play them.
I know I talked to you, Rob, about running the session, then I really got into it and looked, and it's like, unless you like beeline it to the end, you might get it done in a year.
Yeah, it's it's big, it's huge.
But that's kind of what it is. It's really designed to be this is going to last a long time.
Here's your entire campaign.
Yeah.
I just downloaded Acquisitions Incorporated, the job I got today. 224 pages, and I have to have it done by the end of the month. No big deal.
Get cracking, bitch.
I gotta get cracking.
Lazy ass Gen Xers, man.
Oh,
That's
I
right.
did have a little bit conversational XP to give out as well for the mayor, and we should be, or the ambassador rather.
Oh, snap.
And for that, I think we're good.
Awesome. Thank you very much,
Oh
Joe.
my god, I leveled again.
Thanks again, guys.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Joe. Great game.
Yeah, thanks everybody. So we have to get a long rest as soon as we can. We just took one. All right.
Dude,
You'll
I
be able to
just
get up to like
got up.
level 6 by the time you get a long rest.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Son of a bitch. All right. Thanks everybody. Good job.
All right, thanks, guys. Yep.
Good night. All right, you guys. I just got enough. I just got enough XP to go to the next level. God damn it! But of course, you need a long rest to do that. So, yeah, I just downloaded Acquisitions Incorporated. It is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a while before I get that done. Let's check the Kickstarter. Not quite 200 grand yet. It's knocking on the door. It's less than 800. It's about $700 till it gets to 200,000. At which point it will unlock the here, I'll go take you guys to what I'm looking at here. So when it gets to 200,000, it's going to unlock. Oh no, I'm on the comments. That's not what we want. We want the campaign. Here we go. It's going to unlock the. Oh, they already put it in there. Nice. They already listed it. So it's going to unlock the numbers, the asset pack, which is the tracks, and then the 250 one will unlock this token pack, which they added. They must have just done this in the last few minutes. So they'll add that, and that'll be awesome. All right, and that's how you do it. And then the next one will be 300K, which is who knows what they're gonna do. 300K. People were complaining they were like 40, 50, then they jumped to 75, and people were like, leave it at 10K per, spread the love. I'm like, you don't understand how Kickstarter works. You just don't get it. So yeah, it's knocking on the door, baby. Knocking on the door. It'll definitely be there within the next probably hour or so. All right, let's go back to the slides because we're done monkeying around. And I'm going to give you guys the end of stream rewards for your hanging out in the chat, that kind of a thing. What the hell just happened? I didn't even know you could do that. Okay, let's see. Let's give that out. And I will also remind you guys of all the things that you could do to participate in the channel, in addition to watching the show and using your XP. Oh, people will get refunded the XP that was not used. Let me do that right quick. So critical hit given to Stacy was not used, refunded, and random monster was never used because we didn't get into a combat tonight. It was all RP, all discussion. And give that back. And then Diablo Bob has done a conversion, so I will do that really quick. So how you do that is you go find Diablo Bob in Deepbot, which he's right here. Oh, God damn it. It shifted on me. What happened? How come? Diablo Bob, here it is, right here. And then you remove points, 977. And then you go copy Diablo Bob's name, redeem that, but then you immediately go to the leaderboard, say give points, paste Diablo Bob's name in there, put 977, and submit. And now that's done. Now I can close Stream Elements, and I can close. Yeah, if anybody knows where to find those maps, let me know, because I'd like to give them to Joe. Somebody told me they were there, and I just never went and looked at them, and now I can't find them. Okay, I can close Fantasy Grounds because I don't need that anymore. I can't level up because we need a long rest. And I gave the end of stream rewards. Oh, I forgot to say what you guys can do. Everybody can come to our Discord channel and talk to us over there. You know, like-minded people that love D&D and also Fantasy Grounds especially. And you can, in addition to that, go to my Patreon page. I have levels for as little as $1 over there for support, going up from $1. You can cheer bits, of course. Current Bit Boss is still Boffrin, Bit Boss. And you can also subscribe to the channel. If you have an Amazon Prime membership, you can do that for free. You can donate to the channel if that's your thing, and if you do, I certainly do appreciate that. You can go to the DMs Guild and look for the items that we have for sale. Now, there's a big sale on for the next, like, 2 weeks or 15 days or something, the May sale, so most things are 15% off. There may be different amounts, and there may be some things that are on sale differently, but they don't really explain how they do that. They just put everything on sale and then expect people to just go, oh, it's a lower price, let me buy it. But today's sales on the DMs Guild 1, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 20, 22, 23, 24, 26. Hidden Tomb is 26, 27, 29, 31, 37. So 37 items sold on the DMs Guild today. That is about double average, so that's pretty good. And in addition to DMs Guild, you guys can follow me on Twitter and subscribe to the YouTube channel. So thanks again, everyone, for hanging out. Tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow is John Gregory, JPG Moon Wizard, will be on All Things Fantasy Grounds Talk Show. Now, he will be there to talk about Unity. So if you guys have more questions for him, or if you missed him, not tomorrow, I'm sorry, Sunday, of course. I'm freaking out because I just don't know what day it is. If you have questions, come to that show, 6 p.m. on Sunday. And I'm going to post a link for you guys right now that Fantasy Grounds just posted the YouTube video for Fantasy Grounds YouTube. They just posted the YouTube video for the show that was today. And so I'll put the link in there. And I'm going to try to let everyone know that if you come to the show on Sunday, you should, if you didn't see this from today, you should definitely watch it so that you don't ask questions that have already been answered. Because, you know, it's very rare that we're going to get John on the show. So, okay, calm down. So here's the link to that if you guys haven't done it. And you can go watch that show, which was earlier this morning. All right. I think that's it. Everybody. So good. I'm going to go. I'm actually going to. It's very tempting to look at Acquisitions Incorporated, which I did. I opened the PDF and looked at it and kind of got a feeling for it. But it's too overwhelming for me to. I'm so tired right now. I got to not do it. So I'm just going to wait till tomorrow. But I am going to go maybe watch a couple shows on my TV that works now because I got a new TV. And maybe eat a baked potato and get another Diet Coke and enjoy the rest of my night. Baked potato with butter and salt and pepper, you guys. That seems so simple, but that's one of the best things ever. You put a potato in the microwave for 5 minutes, and then you got to poke it with, you got to poke holes in it with forks. And then after 5 minutes, you turn it over and do 3 more minutes. 8 minutes in the microwave. Then you cut it in half and butter, salt, and pepper. Eat the whole thing, skin and everything. It's awesome. No garlic for me, sir. I don't have garlic at my house, and people like my mom used to do that. She wanted chives and sour cream, and she wanted to go bacon bits and go absolutely nuts. I like a baked potato with butter, salt, and pepper. That's it. And if I get crazy, if I get absolutely out of my mind one time, I do this maybe 1 in 10 times, and I did it last night actually. I put a little A1 sauce on it, because how I discovered that was eating like steak and potatoes one night, and I accidentally got some potato on my A1 sauce, and I'm like, hey, that's pretty good. So I don't always do it. And I'm trying to eat better. I'm trying to stay off sugar, and I'm trying to do better, you guys. And like I went when I got my groceries at Walmart, I basically got two racks of Diet Coke, cheese sticks, a couple bananas, bacon and eggs, and potatoes, and that's all I bought. And so I'm trying to just eat stuff like that and not eat like Twinkies and fucking crap like that anymore. So I'm trying to do better. And so we'll see how that goes. But I am going to go do that right now. and I'm going to enjoy the rest of my night. I'm going to try to cool this house off. I don't know why. It's like, what's that out? It's 53 degrees outside, and inside my heat is off, and it's 72 in here. I fucking can't figure it out. And maybe it's the new TV heats up the whole house. I have no idea. All right. Thanks again, everyone, for hanging out. I hope to see you back here tomorrow for 5e pickups. And then back here on Sunday for JPG Moon Wizard on All Things Fantasy Grounds. Now, on Monday, I will be doing module creation, but I'll just continue with something else I was doing. I can't. The Smiteworks told me I cannot broadcast Acquisitions Incorporated module conversion. I can't do that. I would like to, but they said don't do that. So I'll just do something else. And then Wednesday, of course, again will be 5e pickups, and then the whole cycle repeats itself back to Friday. Tuesdays and Thursdays, usually there's no stream. So, you have a good night. You have a good weekend. I hope to see you back here, but if I don't, have a good weekend. And if you have a spouse and or children, I hope you enjoy your time with them. That's not something I'm into, nor do I have a choice, because I don't have children or a spouse, so I can't really do it anyway. But that's not my thing. But if it's yours, I wish you all the best with that. Not really. I don't wish you the best. That's just a nice thing to say, because I'm an ass. Okay. What else? Is that it? What time is it? Oh my God, it's over. It's over. It's 9:11. Ooh, it's 9:11. That's not ominous. And that's it. I have no more to say. Good gaming, everyone.